Good evening, glory, hallelujah to you. What the heck's your story? What's going through you? This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show, and I'm your host, Pat Renwick. Welcome to the big show tonight. Yes. Hello. Shalom. What's going on? Yes, we're excited too. It's a giant show tonight. There's a zillion guests. May I introduce right now the one and only Red on the Head, like a producer should be. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Andrew Ellenberger, the teacher. That's right, Ginge. I brought you in right away because I got to ask you, how many guests do we have, actually?
12.
Holy shnikes. 12 guests.
Yes. It's a record.
Yes, that's a lot. That is a record?
I think it's beating the Christmas show, yeah.
Holy cow. And this is only part one, Ginge, of my brand ambassadors extravaganzas that we're going to be having. And we are real happy about this. Oh, and may I, before we go any further, River Jimmy, Smallmouth Jimmy, Jimmy Maces, however you want to call him, whatever you say, he's doing the chat board tonight. Chat it on up with Jimmy, the smallmouth killer. Heck yeah. So let's just get to it, Ginge. You know, we have, first off, brand ambassadors tonight in the sport of bassing, and we're fortunate to be partnered with some of these great people and friends with some of these great people. And first up to bat tonight is the legendary coxswain himself, John Cox and Patterson Leaf, representing Sims. Yeah, the cool people at Sims. We like them. Heck yeah. And then second up is good old Bobby. Bobby D. Bobby Downey Jr. Not Bob Downey Jr. He's Bob Downey. And Pistol Pete, the Pistolero. Polish Pete from Omnia Fishing. Yes. Wow. Okay. There's four, James, right? Keep with me. Make sure I don't forget anybody.
Well, I'm going to just wait.
And then batting third. Batting third is Hafaspot Official. That's right. That's Victor and Nick Swain and John Castillo from Midwest Anglers. Victor's from the Hafaspots. Okay. Knocking it out like a Bass and Talk Show guy. All right. Next up to the plate is the Southside Hitmen themselves. And that's these guys, the Cal-Sag bass anglers. It's a rough bunch. We have a person that is no stranger to this Bass Galaxy and the Stray Cast audience. Ryan Popcorn Whitaker returns tonight via Zoom. He is a brand ambassador for not only tightrope fishing, but for the Cal-Sag bass anglers. Also with Cal-Sag bass anglers, Dave Figley, Big Bad Dave. Dave Figley coming on the show tonight. First time ever on the Straight Cast, my bud, Dave Figley. And a legend in these here parts, now a brand ambassador for the Cal-Sag bass anglers, the one and only Brian Jackson. Oh, Brian Jackson, Action Brian Jackson. He's coming on tonight. That is true, for Cal-Sag. And then batting, wait, that was cleanup, right? That was cleanup, Ginge? Yeah, that was batting cleanup. That was fourth, right? Okay, and then finally, coming on the show. And they're just they are the ones that are sweeping the whole deal. And that's the boys from Impulse Lithium. That's Bill Weidler, and he is a Elite Series champion. You remember him, his St. Clair victory. And also the $1 million dude, $500,000 dude, Tucker Smith, coming on the show tonight from Impulse Lithium. Yes, sir, Bob. Wow, the introduction was the longest introduction ever of guests. So I know we're up there, James. Did I get them all? All right, what's wrong? Is everything okay, guys? We're all good. Okay, so moving right along, let's get to the whole dang deal here. Where's the, okay. So moving through it, we got to say that right now, as the season begins in bass fishing, we have to count our blessings, right? Always count our blessings. And you know what I realized when I was on the river the other day? How thankful I am for jack plates. Ginger, are you glad they made jack plates? I am. I mean, I'm pretty happy about it. And I don't think I could get by without my TH Marine Atlas jack plate. So thanks to the folks at TH Marine. And if you do not have a jack plate and you're a shallow water river rambler or just a shallow water guy, an FBR, bank runner, you know what I'm saying? then may we suggest thmarinesupplies.com. Speaking of brand ambassadors, one of the things that we get a lot of messages, Ginge, on the Insta and the book face, but mostly on the Insta. And most of those, I think, Ginge, we might be brand ambassadors too now. I'm not sure, but we get a lot of messages about rebounds, Fritz sides, and Crestliners. And Sims clothes, by the way. Those are the 4 most. But I don't know. We get a bunch of them, and maybe we're brand ambassadors for those guys. So if you want to know more about any of that stuff or any of our partners, send us a message. We're happy to answer them all. Boom, pow, pow, pow. Is everything okay? Okay. Gotcha. So should I keep going? Moving it right along. Good. Should I talk quieter? You want me to tone it down a notch? So, yeah. Like that. I don't know what to do. I'm telling you it's hot. Hey, if you did not check out one of my favorite episodes to date that we did was last week, and that was with Brandon Palaniuk and Kyle Van Dever. Did I say it wrong again? Van Dever. I did say it right this time. But that was a fun episode for me, and we got Andy said it. We got emails about it. They said, "Hey Pat, you know how much fishing you talked with those guys? Zero at all." and that was the whole deal right there. But we had a great time. It was learned a lot of cool things about Vandy Hammer and Brandon Hammer, both mallets in the game. All right, you tell me when we're ready to move on, and we're ready to go to Whiskeyville. Yeah, that's next up. And no, you're good. You're good. Do we have the audio under control? Is there a gremlin in the schmemlin? Is there a bungle in the jungle? Hey, audience, Andrew is working on the hotness of the entire escapade right there. All right, and with that being said, I think we all know what time it is. Not hammer time. It's time to take your whiskey home with the Whiskey Gypsy and the one and only Courtney White. Not Courtney Blue.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? I'm just hanging out, man. You know me. It's Wednesday nights, chilling out, just learning about Cuba, eating some food. You know how it is. You know what I'm saying?
I know how you do.
It's world history. See the globe right here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's going on, you two? You look great, both of you.
It's chaos around here. I'm getting ready for the first BFL.
Oh, really?
He's never been through a tournament season before.
I have not.
Oh,
so it's been a learning experience.
Okay, are you doing tackle prep?
Yeah, doing all that.
No, I was talking to Courtney.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No.
I'm drinking and watching. Does that count?
Yeah, that's prep, 100%.
Okay, perfect.
Because Luke can't.
I'm totally on board.
Yeah, then you're doing real good. You're doing good. But hey.
My rod's just free spool, and I should be good.
Yeah, just go with it. Don't win practice, Foley. Don't win practice.
That's a good point.
Right.
I almost won this tournament a few years ago at the Rough River, but
Well, I know
we'll see
you.
what happens.
You're a fierce competitor. And dance with
I
who
am.
brung you. Always dance with who brung you. You know that.
That's right.
You do
That's
know
right.
that. You do know that.
That's right.
And what brings you here is the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week. Every dang Wednesday we do this show, Courtney and Luke Foley. Come on and give us the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week. And what that means is, Courtney, do you want to tell everybody this time what the heck the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week means?
I don't actually know. We have been so busy. We have his daughter today. So I've been running around like crazy. I don't actually know what it is this week.
No, not the word itself, but what is the the whole premise of this?
The premise, yes.
The
Yes.
premise?
Yeah, the premise of the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week is yeah.
So every time you hear the word, you take a drink. We want you to make sure that you drink responsibly, though.
Yes.
Whether you be drinking alcohol or a Pepsi.
Yes.
You know, whatever you may choose, make sure you are responsible.
Yes, tonight I am drinking Jamaican coffee responsibly, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
You do love that coffee. Pat. You told me.
I usually cut my coffee off after morning consumptions, but on show night I get all kinds of caffeinated, like in case anybody can't tell. But
Well, it's a long night. You got a lot of people coming on tonight.
dude, the Crestliner can't hold all this many people, can it? That's max
Lot of
capacity.
talent. A lot of talent.
Max capacity. So anyway, let's get down to business, Luke Foley, and well done, Courtney, for telling everybody what the Tin Cup Whiskey premise of the word of the week is. And whenever you hear this word this week, take a sip. What is it, Luke Foley?
The word is ambassador.
Ambassador. You're a smart guy. You're smart. How'd you?
You got a lot of pro staff guys on tonight. I'm thinking ambassador is going to be thrown around a lot.
Yes, brand ambassadors. That is correct. Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct. A bunch of brand ambassadors coming on, and it should be a fun show. And tons of giveaways. Like, oh, I forgot to tell everybody. I'm such a knucklehead because things were chaotic here. Like and share this live Facebook feed and get this. There's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 chances tonight. What? Yeah, that's right, Court. 5 chances. So you're getting a prize pack from Sims. You're getting a prize pack from who's up next, Ginge? Omnia. I don't know. We got to give that away or something. Well, Omnia won. Then there's what's the next one, Ginge? Hafaspot. Right? Prize pack from Hafaspot. Then a prize pack from the Cal-Sag. That's next. And then finally, an Impulse Lithium. Like, they're not giving you a whole battery, but they're going to give you.
I'll say.
Yeah, the cap. You
That
get
was
the
going to be
cap.
impressive.
But yeah, no, all you got to do is like and share this live Facebook feed, and you got a chance to win 5 prizes, which are pretty cool. And they're all worth some. You'll like them. Just put it that way. Like, share, live Facebook feed at the end of each segment. Is that how we're gonna do it? Yeah, let's do it that way. At the end of each segment, let's get the guys, the winner, and they're gonna give stuff away. And please remind me, crew. Okay, crew in the house, remind me to do this. So, is that good? Is everybody good? Did we nail
I
it?
think we're good.
I think we're good.
I love that John Cox bit you guys did today, the other day.
John Cox is an amazing method
working on
actor.
his pool and stuff.
He's a handyman and an amazing method actor. Rivals Barney Rubble. I promise.
He's fantastic.
He's amazing.
Fantastic.
He's amazing. You know who
Such a
else is
nice guy,
amazing?
too.
Courtney. You know who else is amazing? Luke. And you know who else is amazing? Tin Cup Whiskey. So thank you very much to you guys, and you will be on part 2 brand ambassador show, by the way, which will be at some time in the future. Both of you.
Wonderful.
So we get to know a little more about you.
All right.
Yeah, that's all it is. So hey, with
Maybe,
that
maybe
being
we'll do
said,
it live in the studio for that one.
yeah,
or
come
something.
on down. Come on
I
down.
like that
Come on into
idea.
town. Hey, with that being said, like and share the live Facebook feed. There's 5 prizes tonight. This is stupid. It's crazy. 5 of them. There's 12 guests. Put the power poles down. I promise you pleasure tonight. We power pole down for pleasure on the glorified version of the Bass and Talk Show. I'm Pat Ramos. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. Peace.
See you guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
Things you let me see. Things you let me see.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man, and the mountain, and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydrowave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
Time.
Dude,
What's that?
Not much. Warehouse. Oh.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show. Expect nothing more but glorified, glorious versions of everything. And with that, we bring you two glorious people, two dudes, two bros, two buds, brand ambassadors for Simms Fishing. Bass Galaxy, give it up for the one and only Patterson Leith and John Cox. Yes, hello.
What's going on?
Hey, Pat. What's happening?
What's hammer dogging? How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Good. How come we can't see you?
Oh, you can't see me? Can you see me, Patterson?
No, now I can.
Oh, hi.
But I have such a perfect imprint of your face in my head that it doesn't matter.
That's either great or scary. I don't know how to take it.
It's so good. It's such a good thing.
Can you see me now, John?
Yeah, I can see you good now.
How many fingers am I holding up right now?
No.
Okay,
none.
guys.
Yeah.
well, guys, welcome to the show.
Don't trick John and I with math.
Yes, I'm doing. No, that was magic.
Yeah.
That was bass magic right there. So let me tell you what's going on here, because you're probably wondering, and I haven't really talked to you guys about this, and I do that kind of stuff on purpose. But I called up Patterson the other day, gave him a little jingle, went a little bit of something like this, gave him a phone call. And I called him up. It's like, hey. I'm
just getting nervous about which phone call we're
wait.
talking about.
There it is now. Wait a second. I was using the wrong phone. So I called him up. And I'm like, Patterson, I'm going to ask you something. And I promise I'll never tell anybody but you about this. But so what I said was, I got to tell everybody now. What I said, Patterson, was basically, yeah, I said that. And then I told everybody about, yeah, that's right. And I kept my word. But I had to tell everybody why you two are together right now. So sorry if playing favorites or whatever. John Cox is here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the coxswain himself and Patterson together. That's something. See all that? And sorry to swear so much. I know our conversations are like sailors sometimes, Patterson, but that's why I got you two together tonight.
Sailor's just wait, what is that? Cowboy is just a pirate without a boat, something like that.
Yeah, and I am just a cowboy. Like
there you
Thin
go.
Lizzy. You know what I mean?
I do.
But anyway, it's great to have you guys here. And first off, Patterson, agree or disagree with me, John Cox is a very unique individual and a blessing to bass fishing. Agree or disagree?
Totally agree.
Yeah, like I can't think of many guys that are like this gentleman right here. And he's a John and I share a lot of common business partners in this game of bassing. And one of them obviously is Sims. And I got to tell you, Patterson, like, first off, you have a real wing dinger of a Sims team. All right. Wing dinger, that's an old granddad type word, but you got a wing dinger of a Sims team. You know that, right, Patterson?
Yeah, we do. We have the reigning AOI and number 1 and number 2 right now in the Elite Series.
That's all right. And we had Brandon on last week, and we didn't even talk about fishing, FYI. So I just, there was no fishing talk. It was all psychological warfare is what it was.
Perfect.
Yeah. But no, you got a wing dinger of a team. And you got this guy, John Cox. And who picked John Cox? Did you pick John Cox? Patterson, can you take credit for that?
Man, yeah. John, the thing about John and I is we have a lot of random bass history together.
Wow.
Okay. We do, and
we really do.
I definitely picked John for sure. But I think in the scheme of things, maybe John picked me.
Okay.
9 years ago when we met, or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been very lucky to follow John for a lot of days on the water, and man, we just kind of kicked it off. He's kind of like a lost brother. We sort of just get each other, and our conversations, and most of the time we're around each other, both of us are generally smiling and laughing. Normally I leave his presence and I have a cramp like right here.
I can relate to that. Yeah.
Laughing.
I've spent time with John too, and I mean
he's the best.
One of my favorite things is I tell all the time, and I was barrel gut laughing, was when we were on Pickwick, John, and we went on a long run because you thought we were on Kentucky Lake, and we got to the spot and it wasn't even Pickwick. It wasn't even, it was like, oh, I thought I was on Kentucky Lake.
Yeah.
The first time I think I actually met John, his boat was on fire. So
that sounds right.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with boat manufacturing. It had everything to do with John.
Yeah. It was me trying to put electronics on the night before. You remember that?
I did.
My tackle box split the wire or something.
Yeah, you're a handyman. You are a handyman. I mean, but you are a good fit for Sims. Patterson does a great job of picking a team. He really does. And it's kind of like, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I could be a little biased, you know what I mean? But like, I think the Sims kids are the cool kids. You know what I'm saying, Patterson? Like, you got the cool kids in school, Like, there was like, okay, here on the south side, it's like Sox Cubs, It's like, it's like Sharks Jets, you want to get Latin Kings, whatever. I'm just throwing shit out right now. Yeah, it's
I mean, I actually think probably a lot of our English probably weren't the cool kids in high school.
That's what's beautiful about it. Yeah. We're beautiful losers, actually.
I think what we really strive to do at Sims is find the most authentic people that can represent the brand by just being themselves across the board, whether that's you, Pat, or John. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the people that are on the fringe, whether that's their fishing style or their attitudes or whatever that is. There's a lot of normalcy in fishing. There's a lot of people who kind of are the exact same, and we really strive to pick people who either,
That's AFTCO usually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be nice, but
no, they're nice guys, but they just seem to be very. But so is Sims. That like Sims has a very similarity too. So I can't say that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm playing Sox Cubs here. I'm playing Sharks Jets. Sorry.
Yeah. We just like people who, at the end of the day, are themselves, and we like winners, which obviously John is as well. But at the end of the day, we really like people who you can come up to at a show or at the boat ramp, and everybody wants to talk to, and that's kind of our program.
And dude, like total. I don't know. Sims is a very approachable team. You know what I mean? A very approachable team that you have. But here's the magic of Sims. Now, let's face it, again, the team you picked is a wide array, a plethora of humans, actually, with a common denominator that they love fishing and that they're all kind of maybe like from the land of misfit toys, if that makes any Christmas time sense to you. But what I'm saying here is like Sims makes everybody look good. And I mean, they really do. Like whether you're like El Dirty Fighter, whether you're like, you know, Schlubby Pat and Schlubby John, you know, or whether you're like perfectly fit Snow Leopard Gussie and Brandon, you know, like they make everybody look good. You know, John and I work hard on our dad bods. We really do. And like Sims makes us feel confident in their clothing. Agree or disagree, Mr. Cox?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I mean, honestly, I think when I got my first Sim stuff, I just, you know, I went to Patterson and I was like, man, can I get some fresh clothes? Like, can you hook me up? And, you know, that's what he did. He sent me a care package and I've been in them ever since.
Dude, I know. And that's the beauty of like, so Patterson jokes or in jest may say he is how do you describe yourself, Patterson, as a fashion model or a fashionista or a barista? What are you?
I think I'm a personal shopper for dudes who don't like to shop.
Dude, that's so nailed it. And you're so good at it. You're like, Pat, try this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I look good. You know, and then when the babes heart the pictures, you know you're doing good, Patterson. You know what I'm saying? When it ain't the 50-year-old guys always hearting and you got the babes start to heart the pictures, you know Sims is making you look good. I mean, that's a real thing.
I can't take credit for that. That's our product team, but we do have a vast array of products for all types, you know, and we have the best anglers not only on the Elite Series but across the world who are repping Sims, whether they're pulling a flat skiff in the Florida Keys or if they're, you know, the world's best muskie anglers up here in Minnesota. And so we have we have to manufacture our clothes to fit all those needs. And so, yeah, man, there's a little spice of life for everybody in our whole collection for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, and Sims has something for everybody from rubber boots to fish whistles, everything.
Yeah.
For anybody.
That's right.
Amazing
Fish whistle
stuff.
works on other species too.
It does. Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's another magic part of Sims. And a lot of people overlook this. And here's someone that was great at this. I know you know Patterson. I know that you know that you know that I know that you know that this gentleman was amazing at layering. And we've all taken on the Sims team, taken advice or led by this gentleman's example. And that's Aaron Martins. He was the master of layering Sims clothes. Think about that, Patterson. Think about that, John. And how, like, we'd see Aaron wearing certain things and we'd be like, oh, yeah, that works. Now, for guys that are chunkier like me and John, we just wear one less layer. You know what I mean? But you know, Aaron was the master at it. And for real, I don't want to be like an infomercial here. But what I want to say, Patterson, is like, it's very crucial for people to get the most effectiveness out of any product, whether it's Sims, whether it's Aftco, whether it's, I can't think of any other brands right now, but what, you know, that to layering is important, ain't it, bud?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's definitely one of those things that a lot of people don't take in consideration. And a lot of people have disappointment in their gear based on what they're actually wearing. Whatever brand, you know, a lot of guys will wear a cotton hoodie underneath a $600 rain jacket and say, well, I'm getting wet. And it's like, well, the cotton hoodie's wicking the moisture down into your shoulders. And that's where you're actually getting the water, getting into your suit. And so, yeah, I mean, if you're serious about being out there on the water all day in and day out, showing up in jeans and a cotton hoodie underneath, whether it's a $1,200 rain suit or a $400 rain suit, you're setting yourself up for failure. You know, I think it's a lot of people, at least in the bass fishing world, are very technical when it comes to a lot of other facets of their days on the water, right? Like, I'm throwing this line on this rod, or John's picking this hook for this bait, right? And then when it comes to clothing, they kind of just give up. It's
true. For years.
And unfortunately, that can lead to it can lead one way or the other. It can lead to being out there and being able to keep your mind in the game and be competitive, like someone like Aaron, who was super thinking about that at all times, or it can lead you to not, wanting to finish out the day. And I mean, another Berkeley pro staffer, John Hoyer, he forgot to pack his Challenger insulated when he went out to fish to the Detroit River in your neck of the woods there, Pat, for the National Walleye Tour. We overnighted of a Challenger insulated, and he called me and said, "You don't realize it, but it changed my whole perspective. I was so tired of being out there and just
miserable,
cold, wet, and miserable that I was like basically driving by the boat ramp to see if anyone else had taken their rigs out of the water."
Well, you saved
but
them.
yeah, it makes a difference for sure.
Yeah, man. And Patterson, I would love a Aaron Martin's product in the Sims line.
It's funny. Aaron was one of the most prolific providers of product feedback. And he was so dialed. He always wanted a 5-finger sock shoe from Sims.
Yeah,
like he wanted to.
John would look amazing in those, wouldn't he?
Yeah, John. I'm sort of picturing John trying to put those on, and I'm not sure.
John, those go on your feet.
But he was with us basically from the beginning. And Aaron was great with product and actually had a hand in a lot of the development of the products that we made. So, that's another job that these guys have is calling me and telling me, hey, if we change this one thing, or if we did this, it would be a lot better. I know John's favorite shirt now, he was kind of, as a sight fisherman, and maybe this is a secret that he doesn't want me to give out, but
please do.
He was he was a bit hesitant on wearing camo, and then I got him one of our cloud camo sun shirts, and now that's when the fish are up shallow where he likes them, that's what he's wearing because he blends in. So,
is this the blue one or the gray one, John?
The gray one, and it's so funny when it came in and I saw it. I looked at my wife and I said, Can you believe Patterson thinks I'm going to wear this? And I was just I hated on it, and it was crazy. Like I wouldn't have any clean clothes, and I'd put that one on, and I would catch the biggest stringer that I caught all week, and it was like, and it was like, I haven't talked about it a lot because I keep testing it, every tournament. I'm like, okay, this day I'm going to wear it. And every day I wear that one, I catch, a key fish right next to the boat or where that fish doesn't.
I have one downstairs.
It blows my mind.
I'm wearing it every day now.
Yeah, I honestly, I wore it almost every day at Pickwick last week. I just would watch it.
It's got to smell horribly.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other ways or other reasons John is being successful, but and I'm glad that he can place it on the shirt and feel good about that. And I want him to keep that confidence. But yeah, I mean, there's certain reasons why we make certain things, just like.
So what item number is this in the Sims catalog?
Yeah. Hey, Patterson, go ahead, put me a couple in right now.
Me too, Patterson. I need an extra, so in case something happens.
Yeah.
Can you send over an XL, an L, and an M? That'll cover the room, please. Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh no, but that's a good tip for real. People don't realize that. That was out of nowhere. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we could chat forever, and we have literally 10 more guests. But I think we would be amiss if I didn't have a little bit of extra fun with you guys. You know what I mean? And first off, John, thank you for that amazing video sent over.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I mean you are an amazing method actor.
I honestly, I got home and there's so many things that need to be fixed and that are broken. So I was just kind of going about my day as we were shooting the video.
You are the coxswain. There is no doubt about it. You are the captain of every ship that you stand on. you're the man's man when it
The
comes.
pool
to
is getting worse since I was there last week.
It is getting so bad. I just gave up and ordered all new parts. I put all new parts in today, and I refuse to call the guy over from the pool store. I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna figure this out.
I'm a master of water.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'd stock that thing. I don't know. I'm sure.
I know, that's
I'm sure
what
Melissa and the girls and everybody
know.
want that dialed, but
Yeah.
stock that thing up. Hey,
It's
how's
gonna
Red
probably
doing?
get some fishing.
How's Red doing? How's Pops?
He's doing good. I need to go over and see him. I haven't been home, and but he's doing good.
You know, I don't know if your dad ever.
He's probably washing right now. I would think.
I love Red, man. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Red ever have Playboys in the garage like when you were growing up, or like in that? You know what I mean?
I don't know. My mom's probably watching.
Did you ever, John? Did you ever find a Playboy in the alley over there in DeBarry, Florida?
I might have.
And I'm sure, like me, when I found a Playboy wherever it was, and in Patterson's day it was Hustler. I don't even know if they had
Yeah.
the Swank. But I never looked at the pictures. I just read the articles, like you guys did.
Right.
I mean, like
Right.
all upstanding Bassin
Great
men
writing.
did. Yeah.
Right.
And what I did was actually pull an interview for Playboy models, and I changed it up a little bit for bass fishing. And I'm going to ask you guys a Playboy model interview to close this segment. Are you guys okay with that?
I
Can't
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like the music, Ginge. I like it. Yeah, get with it, Ninja. You guys like that? You feel it? You feel it, Johnny? You got toe
Yeah.
socks on right now, John? You wearing your toe socks?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Who's going first? I'm sorry.
John is.
John is.
I'll go first. Why
John?
not?
What is a Bassin fantasy that you
Ooh.
someday hope to fulfill?
I think my Bassin fantasy would have to be I guess it would have to be catching like a 15-pounder
15-pound.
and coming it, and like holding it up, and just that'd be crazy.
Mercer just
you know?
going giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Patterson, what are your turn-ons in Bassin? Your turn-ons in Bassin.
Learning new things, man.
Learning new things, adventures. How about you, Mr.
Yeah.
Cox?
Yeah, I feel him. I'm with him on that.
Yeah, you're all for
every
adventures.
time you learn something new, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's one more piece of the puzzle.
That might be
Yeah.
that might be the same answer in the Playboy mag too.
It's very similar. What are your turn-offs, Mr. Cox?
Deep water. I don't like deep water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that. Depth finders. I just don't like. I don't like depth finders.
Yeah. But John, it's not how deep you
Transducer.
fish; it's how you wiggle your worm. I believe you know that.
Yeah, I guess.
I believe you know that. How's the? How's the? How about you? What's your turn-offs, Mr. Patterson?
Busy boat ramps.
Busy boat ramps. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
crazy.
Ooh, yeah.
Sideways jackknifers.
Yeah.
That's why I like John's fishing style, because he's always at boat ramps nobody else is at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's just because I struggle backing in. I don't like being around all them other trailers.
Hey, okay, I got it, guys. You nailed it. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
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 I mean, that was. I think that it couldn't have gone any more special, but I have one more special question to close this segment. What would be your dream Bassin date on the water? Your dream Bassin date on the water. John, go ahead. Tell us your dream Bassin.
Are John and I together on the date? Or
That would be hysterical.
yeah.
That would be hysterical. But I
was gonna.
not that there's
I
anything
was
wrong
gonna
with that,
think-
but that would be
I-
hysterical.
I was just gonna take Patterson with me.
Yeah.
We went fishing
That's
the other
beautiful.
day.
It's absolutely
It
beautiful.
was great.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't catch anything, and it was an amazing day.
Yeah, it's magical. It's magical.
Yeah, we saw all sorts of critters, and I had a blast. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Did you guys ever
It was
see
a great day.
the courtship of Eddie Father, where it's like, people, let me tell you about my best friend.
Yeah. We need to do another show where we can relive some of our days on the water that the two of us have been able to have when he's fishing and I had a camera in my hands. It's been pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
You're both
we've had some
dudes.
good days.
You're both dudes, and you both have amazing, contagious, always smiling kind of faces, and I love it. So, Patterson and Sims, thank you for everything that you do for Stray Cast, and Johnny, thank you for everything that you do for Stray Cast, and most of all, thank you to you gentlemen and Sims for everything you do for the Bass Galaxy. So give it up for Patterson Leaf and the coxswain himself, Mr. John Cox. That's right.
Thanks, Pat.
Guys, I had a great time. So, I wish you could stay longer, and we'll do this again soon. How's that? And, John, you got a nice little bit of break and then going out again, and Patterson's never on break, but he's always on break.
Yeah.
He was in a Geneva conference last week. Kid's amazing. Hey, anyway, thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon and see you later, or see you then, or see you on another time. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Pat.
Peace, Jobin. Later.
See you, Pat.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Call me, John.
All right, I'll call you.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Okay.
So, Andy, you got to text one of these guys something, and we got to get him. We got to do a. Patterson, I didn't tell you, but you got to give away a little something. Don't go crazy, Patterson. You don't.
We're going crazy.
You don't. You always go crazy. You don't.
Yeah, it's good though. I'm gonna give away John's favorite rain jacket.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean not that hoodie?
Man.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you can't give away the sun shirt because then.
Well, I don't know what our inventory is on that, so I want to promise someone that one.
Yeah. Plus, there's already been
Because
4 promised in this room. John.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy, Andy, and me. So that pretty much might have cleared inventory.
Yeah, we're gonna give away a flyweight rain shell.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
Which is it's a $300 value.
Yikes, dude! You're crazy.
Wow.
You don't have
And
to
it's
do that, Patterson.
No, it's the jam, especially for those as hopefully the ice melts up here. But it's a 2-layer Gore-Tex, super lightweight, 2-layer Gore jacket. It's awesome. It's
You
what
made it
John
sound
wears.
sassy AF. I just want to tell you.
Hey man, if John wears it, everybody wears it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, that's what I'm saying. And that's amazing. All you had to do is like and share this live Facebook feed. If you haven't done it now, that's a tough bar to set. Maybe the rest of the guests are going to have to one-up you, Patterson.
Do you want me to announce who won?
Oh, yeah. You want to do it? Ginger, are you ready for him? Is everything cool?
I already got it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah,
amazing.
Man. Tech savvy. I'm on Zoom calls all day, baby.
All right, hook him up, Gingy. What do we got? Are you ready?
Yeah, it's the winner of the flyweight fishing jacket is Matt Forbes.
Matt Forbes.
Oh, Matt.
You're the winner on Stray Cast, the glorified version of a Bass and Talk show. You get a flyweight double ply trip zip for her pleasure and your pleasure. It's a Sims suit that John likes, and Patterson and Sims are giving it away, and that's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you guys so much, both of you. I love you both, and I can't wait to see you soon. Adios.
Keep the world safe there, Pat.
Yeah. See you, Pat.
Peace, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
There it is, Bass Galaxy.
Yeah.
Ginge, we're gonna put the power poles down in a minute. Oh, we're rambling. We're bringing guests aboard the crazy train, rapid fire, Rapido. So next up, we got a couple kids from Texarkana, Texas, but they're nowhere near there. They're actually from Minnesota, and I believe we have contact now with these two gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, representing brand ambassadors for Omnia Fishing, we have the one and only Pistol Polish Pete and Bob Downey. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to the Straight Cast glorified version of a Bass and Talk show. Bob, you look great in that Sims vest there.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, look at that.
I try and dress up a little bit for the Stray Cast show.
Yeah, you look pretty damn good. You're looking California, but living in Minnesota, like the Soundgarden song
Right.
says.
That's right.
And Pistol Pete, you look amazing too, and no stranger to the Stray Cast show. Good to have you guys here.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Pat.
Brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors. What do you think about that, Pete? What do you think about that?
Well, being a different brand ambassador for lots of different brands for years, it's always it's an honor to be included when you're with a brand that you have passion for. Anyway, if it's always the goal for, I think, when you're in the fishing industry is to find yourself a brand that you want to be affiliated with versus one that's just maybe helping you to just pay the bills, which is always nice. We got to do that at times in our careers, but it's cool when you get with a brand that you're passionate about and you get to be an ambassador for them.
Yeah, and dude, you are Mr. Omnia right now, Pete. I mean, they not only pay you and employ you, but you are Mr. Omnia. There's no doubt about it. And Bob Downey is a huge player on the Omnia Pro staff. Of course, you have the reigning Angler of the Year. You have Seth Feider. You have Bob Downey. Who's just a Durban son of a gun.
Yeah.
And Patty Walter. Patty Walter.
Yeah, Patty Walters. And Bob made me look super smart. We closed the deal with him, and I don't know, weeks later, he's all over Bassmaster Live in the first Derby.
I saw, it's got the Omnia stuff on, the hat, the floor sticker. Yeah, that was good. Good move, Pete. Good move.
It was.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, and Bass Galaxy, give it up for the marketing genius of Pete Prispior. Yes. Duly noted. But hey, man, for real, Bob, you're kicking ass. You're a Derber, dude. I mean, flat out. I think in the total number of tournaments, I got it in the top of my head right now. You maybe fished about the high 30s of tournaments total for bass. Does that sound right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't even know if I fished 30 yet.
Yeah.
I've fished a ton of them.
But here's the point. You've only missed a check in 4 derbs, dude. What's up with that?
Well, I mean, I had a good run in the Opens the first year, but the way they've done the payouts too the last couple of years, it's probably fluffed a little bit.
It's okay.
But
that's okay. Ronnie Moore's stats look amazing that way.
I mean, it's always good to be cashing checks, that's for sure. And it's been a decent start. I've finished middle of the road the first 2 years, missed the Classic by 5-10 spots, and had a better start this year, and hope I can just keep it rolling and get to Knoxville.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you're doing really well. And of course, we saw your almost at the St. John's. That was, dude. What a day.
It was a good week.
Yeah,
I mean, a great season. That day 2 is just gonna always haunt me, but you gotta move past it at some point. So it was a good event. Okay,
so here's a selfish question, and this is the luxury of being a host of a bass fishing talk show. And I'm a glass rod freak. I love, and I know you're with St. Croix, and you use the St. Croix glass rods, which are nice rods, very well done. But here's why did you go to the stiff graphite with that lipless, bud? What was the deal? Why? I want to know that question. More important than anything tonight. Why?
Yeah, so I have a very specific reason, and it's because I lost a 5-pounder and I lost an 8-pounder in practice on a glass rod.
Okay.
And I think the reason for it is because how I was working that bait. I wasn't just casting it out and reeling it straight like you'd traditionally reel a lipless crankbait. And when I do that, I use a glass rod, and that's why I was using one to start and practice.
I'm with you.
But what I was doing is letting that, lipless hit the bottom and then lifting it up and letting it hit the bottom. And they were eating that thing on the fall.
Okay.
And so when I would lift up, I'd feel them, and that glass rod didn't have the backbone to really set the hook on them.
Gotcha.
And so they'd come up and they'd just throw the bait. They
Kind of
wouldn't have
waller it, yeah, and throw it out.
Yeah. Yeah, and that happened in the first half hour of my first day of practice. I lost a 5 and I lost like a 7.5, 8-pounder on it. And I was like, I've got to change something because I was getting the bites, but I couldn't keep them hooked. And so I sat down in the boat. I had like a 7.5 medium heavy fast graphite rod in the boat. And so I rigged it up, same bait, same line, same reel. And I literally never lost another fish outside of I lost one in the tournament.
Nice adjustment.
Yeah. So it was like not traditional for me to use a graphite rod either with a lipless crankbait. I like throwing it on a glass rod, but I fished blade baits for smallmouth and walleyes a lot back home. And there's a rod. The rod is really key throwing that bait too. You don't want like a super stiff broomstick, but you don't want like a medium light rod either, because tend to drive those hooks better with like a medium to medium heavy fast
so
rod.
That sounds like it's applying to all treble baits that you drop fish, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, and when you're fishing around grass too, I know guys will use like a medium heavy just to be able to rip it free from the grass a little better. And same concept, you're reeling it in, getting it in that grass and you're ripping it free. And a lot of times they're eating it when that bait, it rips free and is falling. And then you feel them when you start reeling again. And so I love it when I'm just straight reeling it and like, grinding it in the bottom or just in the water column and
Burning,
they grab
whatever,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But like when you're yo-yoing it or worming it or whatever you want to call it, that stiffer rod seems to be better to drive the hooks in anyways.
And I know that something like pretty cool happens anytime that an Elite Series angler like yourself makes an adjustment and it's noted or is doing well on a bait. There's a phenomenon that happens in this tackle industry, and then every store like Omnia, everybody goes and boom and gets all that stuff, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful for the tackle industry. It's beautiful for the fans. It's beautiful for the anglers. It's beautiful for the companies. And like I know from talking to Pete that drop you were on that storm bait you were throwing.
Yeah.
What's the name of it? The Arashi?
Yep, Arashi vibe.
Arashi. And like I know Pete was like, boom, no more Arashis. Whoops. It's like, there they go. Same thing when Drew Cook was on the show, and he had won. You guys were selling all kinds of stuff after Drew won the dang
that big bite fighting frog.
Yeah,
we
that
sold
fighting. I mean, it's a beautiful phenomenon.
It is. It's fun
in bass fishing, and Bob, guys like you are directly responsible for that. So that's a big responsibility. You better own up to it, Bob.
Hard to do it more than once, but we're gonna.
Dude, like let's look at the percentages. You're doing it. It's like if you play the odds, you should be on the fantasy teams if you're a fantasy guy.
Yeah, we'll hope to keep it going. I need to get through these next 2 tournaments. Fork has not been good to me in the past, but they're at a different time this year and different water levels, and need to get past Pickwick. And if I can get past those 2, I at least feel comfortable at the last 3 tournaments and try and keep things going.
Nice. And speaking of comfortability, I'm glad you said that, because in my talks with you, Bob, and in my talks with Pete, like, and even I know on a personal level, I get more and more comfortable with Omnia. You know what I mean? Like, I start to know my way around Omnia a little better. It's like when you move into a new neighborhood, sometimes it takes you a while to learn the shortcuts. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But it's like, because we might be used to our old neighborhood. But when now I'm getting used to it. And Pete, I with that being said, like, I got to ask you, with so many, let's just say so many e-commerce stores.
Yeah.
what purpose does Omnia fishing fill? What purpose in your eyes does Omnia fishing fill?
Well, I think it's twofold approach. I mean, there's certainly a whole element of Omnia that was built. The whole process of concepting the company was built by our three founders. Was they felt like they were kind of learning about the fishing industry and involved in the fishing industry, and there was so much tackle out there and so many options and all this stuff. And for them, they wanted that bait shop kind of feel where you could go ask somebody like,
the hometown.
Let's face it, if you walk into a bait shop in a local, if you go down to Lake of the Ozarks or you're at Pickwick Lake or whatever, you go in the bait shop and say, hey, what are they biting on? Where, what's going on the lake? What are some baits I should buy? They wanted to do that on an e-commerce platform. So we give anglers the option to shop by that body of water, and it's fueled by user-generated content. People let us know what's working in their regions, and we make sure we have those baits, and it's all up-to-date, current information by the season and the species they're fishing for. So that was one big, huge portion of it.
I like it.
And when I came on board, I still, to your point, Pat, wanted to see an overabundance of options in whatever I was looking at, right?
Okay.
For example, what Bob did good on with the trap, with a lipless crankbait in Florida, I want to see a whole bunch of different options in that. Lots of colors, lots of different weights, different rattle sounds, all that stuff.
Sure.
Because I was used to shopping that way. So it really was a big push from my team on the merchandising side to build this huge assortment and as fast as we could. And that's been a challenge with the pandemic, trying to get all that going. But I already think in this short amount of time that as far as bass fishing is concerned right now, that's what we're focusing on at the moment. It's bass fishing, that we have the second biggest assortment there is in the industry right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And
and
I mean, I know Bob can testify for this as well. The fact that shopping by lake is a pretty cool thing. It gives just a weekend angler the opportunity to give input that's going to help everybody, and you get a few bucks back or something. I think, Pete, you get the discount with the deal.
Yeah, if you purchase, if let's say Bob did this for us, Bob does fishing reports after he fishes a tournament. So if someone's actually Googling, hey, I want to go fish on the St. Johns River, they can actually read what Bob caught him on, and if someone makes a purchase off that,
and all of Bob's dots are right there.
No location stuff or anything like that. It's all based off bait suggestions, rods, reel, line, lure, all that kind of stuff to help people make educated decisions on their purchases. And if you do that, you get credit as the person who did the report if someone purchases off those reports.
Yeah, man, it's a new concept. But I like that you brought that like small, like Omnia. That's what I like about being part of Omnia is it's kind of got that small town tackle shop feeling, which quite frankly I miss. I miss being able to hang out at a bait store. Like I spent so many years of my life just hanging out at the bait store. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I really did. We don't have any around here anymore, and it's not the same to go to the big box store. You know what I mean? It's
exactly. And that's where Matt's vision for it initially was exactly what you said, Pat. You walk into a big box store, but instead of having to talk to somebody who came over from clothing to help you pick out some lures, you got lights turned on for all the lures that work for exactly where you want to go, when you want to go there. So it's a cool concept. And the thing I think we're the most proud of so far is the fact that, our team, the warehouse guys and our CSRs, are making sure they communicate with every customer, whether it's with our handwritten notes or with their emails to you or whatever, to make sure that you're happy with what you got. And we get the feedback for how we're doing, and we make sure we're the fastest shippers in the industry.
You guys are getting big, man. Now here, I want to be able to call up Kip anytime and talk to him. I know Bob's the same way. Oh, old bros too. I want to say, hey, bud, you got any of them? We got those cage fighters or what, bud? You know what I mean? Like, I want to say something. And here's my question, Pete. And I know Bob's gonna back me up on this. All right, like are you guys gonna lose that? Are you gonna get too big for your britches? Or are we gonna always be able to call you?
Probably the most exciting thing about what we've done so far is that the whole model was built as a scalable model. So we'll literally at some point have warehouses all over the place, and as we scale it up, there's always people there. And part of the biggest scalable feature of what we built is the ability to help every single customer. So no, I'm not worried about that part at all. Actually, we're already in the process right now of moving to a larger location and
Wow.
hiring lots and lots more people. So
Okay, and real people on the phone is important
Real
to
people.
old guys like me.
yeah, real people too.
Just
yeah.
know that. And derb guys like Bob Downey. He wants to be able to call up and say, hey, man, I lost all my 5/16 tungstens. I need them now, like overnight them. And you do.
For sure.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. Hey, so think about it this way. All right. You got Omnia Fishing. How many years has it been, Pete? Omnia Fishing been in the deal?
The company's been around for 4 years, but we're about realistically about 3 years in full scale selling e-commerce.
And how many people actually I know you have you offer the option if you live in the area to come in and shop.
Yep,
I mean, I know
sure.
Bob goes in and shops, and Seth goes in and shops, and a lot of the locals do. Is that frequent? And do you get quite a little bit of foot traffic, or what, bud?
We get quite a bit more than we thought we would.
Okay.
The business was concepted around e-commerce, but we've had to adjust because of the amount of people that do come in. But yeah, we welcome it. We want them to come in. So I think even in our next location, it'll be a focus of the business to make sure the local walk-in traffic serviced properly. So
Nice.
We have computer terminals right there in our retail store. So it gives whoever walks in access to, I mean, you can go in any box store in the country and they don't have 20,000 plus lures. We do. So you can walk up to a computer and sit down and pick out whatever you want, any colors and all that. And
That's
the guys
bait
will run
shop,
right out
bud.
and pick it up.
That's bait shop.
It's cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Downey, what are you doing? You got some weeks off still. You got like another month off, ain't it?
Yeah, we got like a 4 or 5 week break.
Yeah.
I actually just came down to the river today. We're gonna do some filming with Sims next couple days. So,
I heard, Pat, you're hooking up with Patterson tomorrow.
Yeah, we got that going on. It's pretty chilly up here yet, though. So I hope pass.
It looks like you're actually in a non-functioning sauna right now by the background.
This is a rental house. I just walked in here about a half hour ago. So
it's very nice.
Yeah, it smells like new lumber in here. So
that's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Good place for a sim shoot.
Yeah, so it'll be good. I didn't catch a bass in the last 3 hours I was out there today. So
oh wow,
we'll see. Might be a lot of B-roll film and
never too much B-roll.
Yeah.
So, where you at? Is it secret?
No, I'm just on pool 4 of the Mississippi River.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you guys are going back there this year.
Yeah, we're going down to La Crosse, which is a few pools south of here.
Right.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I've spent a decent amount of time on that section of the river over the years. Should be a good time of year to be there. Water levels can really kind of play a role on how the bite's going to be, but at least I'll feel comfortable and know my way around a little bit. It'll be a cool spot to finish the season this year.
Heck yeah. Hey, Bob,
Yeah.
you know how the kids these days are saying that, catching feelings. You know what I mean? How they're saying, "Oh, I don't go catching feelings." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Are you catching any feelings about any victories this year? You getting any funny feelings? You getting anything that maybe I'm just if you feel anything?
I mean, I'd be lying if I, wasn't saying I'm out there to try and win every tournament. I think every guy is, but realistically, that's obviously never going to happen. But I will say, after finishing second on the St. John's, it gave me the confidence that I can do it.
Yeah.
So that kind of, allows you to fish with a little bit more fire in your belly that if the other opportunity does come up that, I can do it. I mean, I had the fish on to win in that tournament.
Sure.
I like where we're going the last 3 events of the year. Who knows what could happen, but
which one would sit best in your heart? Which of the last parts, which event? I mean, is it Wisconsin?
Yeah, I mean, if the river fish is tough, I feel like I can hang on that place. If it's wide open, it's a little tougher to do well there. I really like Hawaii too. I went out there last summer. I think that's going to be a good tournament.
I love Hawaii. Beautiful women in Hawaii. Yes.
So that'll be a good one. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say the Mississippi River. For whatever reason, I tend to do better in like tough grinder tournaments.
Oh, we see it.
I don't understand it, but if you look at my results the last 2.5 years, like the Slugfest, I tend to just not do well in for whatever reason. So if the river's fishing a little tough, maybe that one could pan out all right.
Heck yeah, dude. And we're loving watching it. I remembered it in my head now. It's 27 derbies you fished, and you cast a check in 24 of them out of 27. So it's even better than we thought, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Hey, Polish Pete, Pistol Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are pushing P. You know what they say? You know what pushing P is? You know what that is, bud?
It's got multiple meanings to me, so let me know what yours is.
It's pushing positivity, and it's pushing.
Nice.
It really is. It's pushing P is pushing positivity is the root, but there's lots of P's, and
Good.
you're pushing the pistolero. Pistol Pete, and I mean that in a good way, because I like when you're doing those just landed or this just ins or what are they called, Pete?
Yeah, just landed. It's just what showed up at Omnia. Yep.
And I like those. I watch them, and then I like to make fun of you, and then I love them. I mean, I make in a good way. That's what we do to each other. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But
I need you to.
Yeah, but you're doing a great job at it. For real, like you really are. I enjoy them, and I know that the Bass Galaxy does as well. It's a nice enhancement to bait shop shopping. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you. We try hard. We all the smart guys at work grab me to talk about the stuff that lands, and it's fun to see a lot of those smart kids can kick out for us.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Hey, well, we're giving away to the Bass Galaxy before you get out of here an Omnia gift pack. And Ginge, who are you going to text it to? Bob. Oh, you both got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Well, I want Bob to do it. Bob, do you do impersonations at all? Bob Downey, you know any impersonations by any chance?
I mean, I could try if you want me to.
Yeah, could you announce the winner in any impersonation of your choice? And then Andy will give you some music to announce the winner's name. So after you hear the music, just go ahead and hit us with your best impersonation and announce the winner.
All right. You give me some music.
There it is. Go ahead.
And the winner tonight of the Omnia giveaway is Ben Bryan.
That was amazing. That was kind of like a Don Pardo kind of deal. I liked it.
I know, man.
Yeah, I liked it. Bob, Bob, you got to come back on the Straight Cast soon, okay?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, and appreciate you bringing Pete and I on and talking about Omnia. It's really cool to be a part of a brand and a company that's dialed in. Those guys, they work hard. They're smart. They're going about it the right way. It's
freaking dialed, 100%. And Pete, Omnia is going to be doing some stuff with Bassmaster, right? Coming up.
Correct. We've got some stuff to announce here shortly. You'll all see. But we'll be partnering with Bassmaster on some stuff for the next Elite event. So keep your eyes tuned for that. We're also partnering with Sims. Right now, there's a giveaway going on that kind of details some of the stuff we got going on. So you can always check out our site or our social channels to find out about that giveaway involving Sims. And I was going to say to you, Pat, for that Ben Bryan, for his prize pack from Omnia, I just happened to have stumbled on a big box I didn't know was there. I tripped over today. We got some Revo STXs. So if you want to let me know what he's after, righty, lefty, what gear ratio, we can hook him up with a Revo STX.
Wow. You are amazing, Pete, in Omnia Fishing. Holy shit. So that's a Revo STXs are a $220 value right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And you can pick left or right. And all you have to tell me the dude's name again, please. I have short-term memory loss sometimes.
Ben Bryan.
Ben Bryan. You won a Revo STX. Patterson and Sims gave away a one-toed John Cocksock. And that's amazing. So, Bob, look at Bob. But, dude, seriously, a Revo STX, compliments of Omnia Fishing, very freaking cool. Magic's happening right here tonight. Brand ambassadors, Pete Prespiora. It's such a tongue twister.
It is,
man.
Hence Polish Pete.
At what year of age did you learn how to spell that last name of yours?
I don't think I ever did. I get it wrong still all the time.
And Bassmaster Elite Series Derber Extraordinaire, Bob Downey. Yeah, bud. Thank you, guys. Thank you, ambassadors, for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having us, Pat. We enjoyed it.
I think I might come out that way soon. I'll see both of you gentlemen very soon for some bass.
Sounds good.
Peace. Thank you very much. Right there. Excellent. All right, Ginger, we're moving things right along, right? Are we taking any breaks or a 1 minuter? Half a spot and coming back. Oh, this is the new Half a Spot premiere video via Mexico. YOLO, Conquistadors. Welcome back to the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show. I'm your host, Pat Renwick, and we're pretty excited right now to bring aboard this crazy train for the first time ever. From Hafaspot, we have Victor, and from Midwest Angling, we have John and Nick. So welcome aboard, guys. We're pretty happy to have you guys here. How you doing?
Hey, Pat. How you doing, Pat?
Look at all this. Heck yeah. Nick Swain is a cool name, by the way. Just got to let you know.
I wish it was Swain. It's actually Fane, but
oh,
all right.
Gosh, we're changing it now. So
We're changing it.
Yes, that is your new Bassin name.
That's it, man.
Oh my goodness gracious! I feel like an idiot right now, but
Hey,
I don't know. In my brain said Swain, in Swain in the membrane.
Yeah, insane Fane. Either way.
Yes, I like it, and it's good to see you too, man. I mean, Mr. Castillo. It's
how you doing, Pat?
Yeah, it's good to see you guys, man. And I know you guys are all ate up with Bassin, just like our buddy over there, El Jefe of Hafaspot. What's going on, Victor? How you doing, bud?
Fine. A little bit warm here in Mexico, but we're doing great.
Oh, yeah, just rub it in a little.
Yeah, rub it confident is right.
Hey, what are you telling him, Gents? You go ahead and tell him. What do we
Victor,
got?
just rotate your screen back again one time.
Rotate your screen. That's full on Victor. Right now you look amazing. Now you look like a guy that just crosses the eyes of Grande Lobinas. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting for you, Pat. I'm waiting for you to come to visit
soon as the United States clears my passport, I am on the way. Apparently, I've been hung up in customs or something. They're searching my luggage right now. But soon as I'm done, I am on my way to the senoritas and the Grande Lobinas. Believe me, I am ready to ramble. You know what I mean?
We're ready. We're ready to take you fishing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely sure.
Are you sure? I don't know. John, you think he's ready to take me fishing?
I think he is.
Okay.
I think he is. I think he's more than ready.
I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready, Pat.
Dude, I really don't think I am. I don't know what it's going to be like to go to Mexico. So tell me what it's like fishing in Mexico, where any bite could just hurt you, could physically hurt you. Tell me, Victor.
I have fished in many lakes in my life, and I think Mexican bass by far are the meanest. You know, they really take your drag away, and you push your poles and your reels to the limit. It's awesome fishing here. You will love it.
Dude, I got to tell you. So you showed me a video when we were all at Gunnersville together, guys. Yeah. And you showed me a video, and it was your girl Mariana with the 8-foot flip stick. And flipping a chigger craw or something, dude, and just jacking 6s and 8s. I'm like, wait, what? And your girlfriend's what, 4'2"? I mean, exactly. I'm joking, but she's just handling them.
No, yeah, actually, this year in February, I broke my PB with a 1256, flipping 3 feet of water. So it was amazing.
Hey, Nick Swain.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about catching a 12-pounder flipping?
I'm waiting for the plane ticket still. I wonder when Victor, you sent me that. And I was like, hey, man, where's the invite?
Let's go. We're all going. Now, you guys are close. You're kind of close to Northwest Indiana where we are. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm having trouble hearing you a little bit, Nick. You seem like you got a little distant.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's way better, sir. I can hear you better. Where are you guys located with Midwest angling?
Like northwest suburbs of Chicago.
Give me a city.
Gurnee.
Gurnee. Okay, out by Six Flags.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Excellent. You guys ever go to Six Flags?
More than I'd like to remember.
The lines are ridiculous, Victor, at Six Flags, and all the time I'd get up to the damn rides and I wasn't tall enough to ride them, and I'd have to get to the back damn thing. I didn't meet the requirement. That dumb Wile E. Coyote had the line right here, and I couldn't even go into the damn place. But anyway, I don't even know. Back to the show. But so what in the hell is Midwest angling? I don't even know. You tell us what it is. What is it, guys? Why don't you tell us, John?
I'll let John take this one.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so Midwest angling kind of spawned off of a paintball team. So we were long time competitive paintball players, probably over 20 years on the paintball scene, and the term Midwest is pretty popular when it comes to paintball and just representing players from the Midwest. So we recently tried to walk away from paintball, and we picked up fishing poles. Well, Nick picked up the fishing pole first and decided to drag me into it after a recent deployment coming back from military. So we decided to start up a local team, just a team of anglers that are willing to kind of collaborate and work together as a team and share, not be afraid to share information. Rep the Midwest area as far as competitions and really push virtual tournaments. And that's kind of how we got hooked up with Victor over here.
Yeah, and you guys are strong at it. Strong at the online game. No doubt about it, the online Durbin. And I have an idea for a fundraiser, real quick, though, for you guys. That just came to my mind. I'm an idea man. I feed the mayonnaise to the tuna fish, and it saves time making sandwiches for everybody. But here's my idea. So we combined paintball and bassin'. So now you're like figure a way to fasten paintballs to your flipping sticks, and then you just like wing them at people. You try and bean your buddy, with the paintball. You get a fundraiser. You put Victor up on the dunk tank. Now we're making all kinds of money. It's all kinds of good stuff. But no, online tournaments are a phenomenon. I mean, and that is Hafaspot kind of in essence. Not only sharing spots, but sharing and competing against everyone, not even your buds, but just people, around the country. It's kind of like the phenomenon of online gaming, right, Victor? It's
exactly, yeah.
It's the same
it's
deal.
Our vision as Hafaspot is to try to get conventional fishing tournaments to migrate to a level which it's definitely being adapted to a digital space and also in a very sustainable way. So that's the name of the game, keeping up with the resources we have, and meanwhile we adapt the tournaments to a new digital era. So that's about what Hafaspot is.
Gotcha. And I mean, like, we did the Hafaspot Derb last year, and it was a lot of fun. I even spent a day in it, but everybody, when I sent mine in, everybody just like disqualified me immediately. John and Nick, because they're like, well, you didn't hold it properly to the camera on the yellow Hafaspot thing. I'm like, look, bud, like that fish was like I could have made it go 19 and I called it an 18 and still beat your ass, son. So like, come on. You know what I mean? You want to rag on, chirp on me for not holding the damn thing at the camera. But anyway, I liked it. That was my first thing we ever did. And I had a good time doing it. And then we all met up at Gunnersville and had a nice little soiree there, which leads me.
You could have done what I did in Gunnersville and forget to record the video and then release the fish.
You knucklehead. Yeah, that's a big no-no. But
yeah, I have a 6-second video of me saying a profanic word. That's all I have of that.
Yes, that's called a you saw, you caught. That's only you saw it, only you caught it, I guess.
So this time we're going pictures only. No videos, we're going pictures.
Okay. Okay. But here's where we're talking about this time. And it 'tis the season. I mean, this is online Durban time. And every month, I believe Stray Casts or every 3 months or so, we're going to be doing an online derb or something, aren't we? Tell me, Victor's, what's going on? What are we even doing? Tell me.
Well, first of all, Hafaspot in collaboration with Midwest Angling, we're bringing a derb like last year of Mike Iconellis with Ben Milliken that was a success. We're doing a Stray Cast tournament series with Midwest Angling, with different bass guys, and we're making a 2022 calendar for tournaments, which will be May, June, July, August, and September. We're running derbs in that months, and also we're making a big final on April 2023, which will involve several prizes and other surprises that we will talk about later. But the main thing about this is that we're running a tournament north and south. Like you can go on the north version of the tournament or the south. So it's a little bit more attractive because, in south, generally they have biggest bass in Texas than in up north, like with smallmouths and everything. So that's why we're bringing this type of tournaments for this year.
Okay. I guess respectable. We'll go for that. So basically, still people might be like, what do I do? What is happening here? So, like in a nutshell, you can compete whether you live in the north and the south equally, and you can compete from the bank, from a kayak, or a boat.
Exactly. Yeah, they will be 6 divisions in total: kayak, bank, and boat from north, and the same for south. So 6 divisions total.
Okay, and there's going to be tournaments from May until July, right?
October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
October, and for getting into the final, we will take the best 4 tournaments. That it will be on April 2023. We were considering this because of weather and all old stuff regarding frozen lakes and everything. So we think April will be a great time for having the final.
Awesome. Okay, great. So,
Yeah.
so up until October, every month, there's an online tournament for Midwest angling and stray casts.
Exactly.
And how do they sign up for these tournaments, and how much does it cost, Victor?
For signing up in the tournament, you just go to your app store or anything, and you download the Hafaspot app. And in the tournament part in the app, you just sign up there. You can pay by PayPal or credit card, no problem. The cost for each tournament will be $25 per person, and I will let John explain a little bit of the dynamic of how we are giving away the money for these tournaments, and also the special prizes, because we have Abu Garcia and a lot more sponsors for this tournament, including for the final a very good prize that is we're going to raffle a fishing trip with you with
me,
Patrick Grandwick. For a lucky winner that attends to the final event. So it's very attractive event. So
I got to ask my mom first. This is news to me. I don't even have permission. I'm still grounded. I got bad grades. I don't know if I can go. I got to ask her, Victor.
Yeah, but I will let John talk about a little bit of how we're giving up the money and the prizes and everything.
Dude, that's amazing. For real. So sign up on the Hafaspot app.
Exactly.
You can fish a derb every month. How much, like, what's a regular derb? How much you win? Like, let's say you win a regular derb.
So first of all, there's a raffle just for even signing up.
Okay.
So you'll just the participants to sign up. They'll do a random raffle that'll win a Abu combo.
Exactly.
So that's
awesome.
That's just for signing up. I believe we're paying out first, second, and then big fish. Based on pretty much 10 participants, in each category, the payouts looking like around $125
for just a day out.
$25 entry.
That's easy.
And then big bass is prizes. So we have a bunch of sponsors. We have one of our Midwest anglers is connected with companies like Seagar, Cabela's, St. Croix. So
awesome.
we have Pavis
stepping up,
custom baits. So we have a lot of prizes that are going to go towards a big fish. Second place is, I think we're looking like their money back or something to that fashion. And then the more that sign up, the more the pot grows. I mean, Hafa is being real generous by only taking $5 in entry. So the rest of the money goes back into the pot. And I think we're doing $5 to Angler of the Year, which is new for Hafa.
Add a $5, add a fin.
Angler
of the Year. Okay, I got it.
We're going to do an Angler of the Year this year. So we're going to take your 4 best tournaments. We're going to do a points-based thing, and then it's going to come down to the championship. And there's going to be a pretty large payout for the Angler of the Year. It's going to be really worth their time.
Awesome. And sign up on the Hafaspot app. So now you're fishing these few derps here. You win some. How do you qualify to? What's this whole fish with me thing, Victor? Tell me more about this. What is this?
This is a special prize we're taking 15 people from each category to the final event that will be on April 2023.
Okay.
And we will have a big payout on the last event. We were talking about different ideas for trophies and cash and everything. But as John says, you have an entry raffle for each tournament. And by qualifying to the final and attending to it, you have a chance to win a fishing trip with you, Pat. That's the big thing.
Cool. Where are we going?
Anywhere you tell me, but
wow.
I need
Holy
to catch up with you on that
shnikes.
part. Yeah.
Can we go to Leonardo DiCaprio's island? I hear
Of
he's got a
course.
real cool place over there with lots of good things. Cute. Well,
course.
yeah. Hey, have you ever been to Cuba bassing, Victor?
No, never.
You ever
never.
heard about it?
Yeah, I think they're a good bass there.
Dude,
I
there's
have
like sneaky bass there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe we'll go on a dangerous trip where we have to bring guards with us. That sounds fun. Yes.
That will be awesome.
Yes. And can you get me one of those? Can you get me one of those things, Victor, where I wear like the Banditos have, where I wear all the shotgun shells in an X? Can you get me one of those for the trip?
Of course. course, I can get you all that stuff. Don't worry.
Thank you. And a cool sombrero. I would like a poncho and a sombrero for my trip to Mexico as well.
Of course.
Yes.
The second you land is the first team I'm gonna give you. So don't worry.
And I love the Latinas. I love the Spanish gals. I'm telling you, I do. Is that okay? Will I do okay?
I think you will do great.
Yes. Okay. Good. But here, dude, this is amazing. I mean, what's that, Nick?
I said, but only if you go by Patrick.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, I don't know. It depends. But for real, like, think about all this. How amazing this is. Like, all right, all you got to do is throw down $5, an extra $5 for big bass, and you're in the derp. There's one a month. There's two. There's a north to south. There's 3 categories: boat, kayak, bank, and chances to win money and go fishing. I mean, that's pretty cool. And Victor's going to send you, whoever it is out there listening in Bass Fishing Galaxy, like, Victor's going to send you and I anywhere that we want to go. Like, I'll let you guys pick it. I don't care. We'll go bassing. As long as I can get out of this place, that'd be amazing. It would be amazing. Like, pretty cool, Victor. I like it. Yeah. Pretty neat, bud. Hey, Bass Fishing Galaxy, give it up for Hafaspot. Wow.
Thank you.
Pretty cool, dude. It's pretty cool. And Nick and John, you guys come out bassing, bud. Come on out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, come on my way.
Right down the street. You're,
That's what I'm saying.
in Indiana.
Yeah, come on out here. I'll show you. I'll show you a couple things. You know what I mean?
Hey, you were showing me your cranking box down in Gunnersville, and you wouldn't let that thing go.
No.
Made sure that thing made its rounds, and you might have been a couple baits less out of that box.
And I forgot it on the table and went back to the lodge. I really did.
Remember, he forgot it on the table, and I was free crankbait, and then he came running for it. So
and those were
I seen Mike Iaconelli stuffing his pockets.
Dude, he went into Mike. I mean, those
trying to take that for sure.
Those just came to me from Mr. Ichikawa from Japan, for real. And like, I had just got those and was so excited about it, and I was showing everybody, and then I left them on the table and went to the lodge.
I know Mike had them under his coat. He's like, whose are these?
Oh, he did. I know.
He left them next to the donuts and the pizza.
Yeah. What a perfect place. No one will see them here. Hey, Victor, I'm glad you started this whole deal here with Hafaspot, because I think it's a good service to the Bass Galaxy, you being a brand ambassador to Bassin, and of course Hafaspot, and you guys with Midwest Angling, and you're ambassadors for not only Midwest Angling but Hafaspot as well, and the whole sport of bass fishing. So this is a new breed. And I am now an online gaming derber. I'm a derber, online derber. I'm into online gaming. I'm going to wear headsets when I fish and talk to people. That's what I'm going to do. Be like, you suck. Get off my spot. Get off my spot. I was there first. You know what I mean? You're going to psych them out online. That's how it's going to work. But hey, for real, sign up. Go to your app store. Sign up for the Hafaspot app. $5 gets you into derbs now through October. And at the end, the Grand Poobah prize is come fishing with Stray Cats. Come and we're going to have a damn good time. I promise you that. A Hafaspot, Victor, Midwest Angling. Thanks, guys, for your contribution. It was awesome. We appreciate it. We're going to have you guys on again. We'll do this again as this progresses, okay? And we'll do little updates. Maybe we'll talk to some winners. We'll do some cool stuff like that. You know what I mean? Give some people a chance to, just to shine a little bit on the online Durban scene. All right?
Awesome.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Pat.
All right. And you guys hit me up. I'll take you fishing. And Victor, you come out anytime. And as soon as the government clears me, I will be in your neck of the woods. I promise.
I will be waiting for you, Pat. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys. Peace, man. Bass Galaxy, give it up for the boys from Hafaspot and Midwest Angling. That's it right there. We are just chewing along, Ginge. We are. Oh, that is amazing. Now are we just going? We're taking a break. A 1-minute break. We're coming right back with we forgot to do the Hafaspot prize. Son of a Snikes. All right. Well, don't forget, okay? Don't forget. Okay. We got to do the Hafaspot prize. And then when we come back, it's Cal-Sag Bass Anglers. Southside Hitman. What the heck is this? What is Cal-Sag Bass Anglers? And who the heck are these guys? We're going to find out when we get back. Put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. Yeah.
Step up your game. It has been said that professionals are only as good as the tools they work with, and Alpha Angler has developed the ultimate set of tools for you, the competitive angler. Alpha Angler custom rods, brought to fruition by the passion of master craftsman Jake Boomer and 2017 BASS Angler of the Year Brandon Palaniuk. Alpha Angler rods are custom made in the USA, designed and engineered to be perfect. Alpha Angler utilizes a very unconventional approach to making the very best bass rods, from drop shotting to flipping. Alpha Angler's focus is on building perfectly balanced tournament-grade bass rods at an affordable price. Join the Alphalution today and purchase direct at alphaangler.com. Step up your game. alphaangler.com.
As a professional angler, I rely on my equipment to be successful on the water, and my eyewear is no exception. Oh, yep, good one. 6-pounder, 7-pounder. From daylight till dark, every single day of my life. In the truck, on the water. My Amphibia eye gear provide 100% polarized protection. They're ANSI safety rated for impact, and best of all, they float.
All right. Here we go, round and round. Where it stops, nobody knows. Welcome back. This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show. I'm your host, Pat Renwick, and right now it is trying to introduce to you the one and only Cal-Sag Bass Anglers. Give it up. Yeah. Kapow. Boom. Look at you guys. How you doing? I see Ryan Popcorn Whitaker. What's up, Popcorn?
What's up?
What you doing, bud? And there's the...
I can't see anybody else.
You can't see anybody?
Oh, just you.
Ginge, tell these guys what to do.
Ryan, just swipe your phone right.
Swipe your phone right.
Oh, to the right?
To the right. Your other right.
Driving mode. That's driving mode.
Can you see us now?
I just see myself and Pat. That's it.
I'm doing karate.
Okay.
All right, now let's take care of Brian Jackson. And then, can we see Brian now?
I think you can see me, right? I can see you. I see Ryan.
You see us both?
I see you now.
I see you now. No, I see you now. No, I see you now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, give it up again for Brian Jackson and no stranger to Stray Cast, Ryan Popcorn Whitaker. That is right. We're waiting on Big Dave Figley now.
Where's David?
He's at the barn for real. He's just finishing up with the horses. True story. And he's walking on up to the to get on the Zoom machine. But I'm very excited to have you guys on the show today, and not because you're local boys and you're buds, but there's a real cool thing that's happening here in the area, and it's singles tournaments with big payouts. And the coolest thing about it to me, I'm going to be honest about it, is the historic site that you guys fish on. So you rotate between the Cal-Sag River, Grand Calumet, or Lake Calumet, I may say, Lake Calumet, and Big Lake, Michigan. And of course, for those that don't know, this whole waterway is the home of the 2000 Bassmaster Classic. If everybody remembers that classic Gone Wrong, it was in Chicago. Ryan knows. He's laughing.
It went right for one guy.
It went well for Woo Daves, right?
Yeah.
And it still was bad.
Yeah, it was like June, and they did not expect north winds and 45-degree temperatures.
Yeah. Hey, Brian. What do you think would happen if you came in on the third day of a 3-day tournament with 6.5 pounds now? Like, what place do you think you would get?
Not happening.
50? Like probably 50th, right?
Yeah. Lake Michigan or Lake Calumet?
Well,
Probably
what I'm saying is Woo Daves came in on the final day with 6.5 pounds and won the Bassmasters Classic.
Not happening. These fish are bigger
Not
now.
now.
They're big.
Yeah.
Growing.
Yeah, I mean, they are growing. I saw you the other day, Brian Jackson, narrowly miss a victory on the big lake so it's 3 fish limit over there. And why is it only 3 fish? What's the purpose of that, Brian, on Lake Michigan for smallmouth?
You know what? I would really like a 5-fish limit because it separates people. It really does. But,
100%.
Anyhow, besides the fact, it's an issue with permits.
Permits is
when
what
you're
it
out
is.
there in Indiana waters or Illinois waters, vice versa. I'm not sure which one it is, but you're only allowed to have 3 fish, and we want to open up all the waters.
And if I'm seeing
it's Indiana, Brian. It's you Indiana guys.
Oh, is that what it is?
Illinois will give us
Hey,
a
I'm from
permit.
Illinois, though. I'm from Illinois now, but I'm fishing in Indiana.
He's a
That's
Southside
right.
hitman.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Southside hitman, do I see the one and only Dave Figley?
He's there. He's done grooming the horses.
and that's Bryn on a horse. What's going on? Hey, look at you guys. What's going on? Bass Galaxy, give it up for the Figley family right there from the Trottsville. What do you call that? A barn? What, is it Trottsville? Can I hear you, Dave?
Is he muted?
Did you mute yourself?
Yeah, there you go. You're good.
Now I can hear you. It's Bass Cat Dave with a big glass of tin cup from the horse barn. Give it up again, Dave. Yeah.
I'm here at Scottsville Prison with Trigger and Bryn.
They let Bryn in to see you, huh?
Yeah. What did I?
Bryn, you are doing great, by the way. We love that you're kicking ass at the horse game right now. Can I say that? You're doing great, Bryn. Doing amazing.
She could background to the video here.
I see. That's amazing. And I like the barn there too. But Dave, we'll catch you up here. We were just kind of talking about, of course, the ladies and gentlemen. May I tell you that Bass Cat Dave is the founder of this Cal-Sag Bass organization, and we were just catching up on the location in the historic premise of it, and Ryan asked Brian if he came in with 6 pounds on the last day of a tournament, what place you were going to come in, and not too good because things are changed, bud. Things are changed, Dave, and that's all right, bud.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the competition out there is incredible, and the fishery seems to be just getting better.
And
awesome.
You picked. Why did you pick? Like of all the these lakes in the area. And let's just be honest, we don't have the best lakes in this area. It's kind of an armpit of the nation. I'm just being honest. And why did you pick this whole Cal-Sag system? What's the point of that, Dave?
Well, I think number one, it's got a lot of fish in it, but I think most importantly, it's real diverse. I mean, you could be drop shotting in 25 feet of water that you can see, 10 foot of clarity 1 minute, and you make a half-mile run and you got 18 inches of clarity and you're fishing a foot of water doing something totally different.
Ryan loves that.
I personally love fishing it. It's different every day.
It really is. And it'll get you too. That Cal-Sag will kick you right in the dupa, like they say on the south side, because it's one thing one day and the next day it ain't. You know what I mean, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, Wednesdays, me and Dave were talking earlier, and we said on Tuesday and Wednesday, the Cal-Sag and Lake Michigan, all that whole system is some of the best fishing, at least within 100 miles of this area. But you get out there on the weekend during a derby, and it'll shut down on you.
It'll humble you.
But somebody always finds them. I mean, there's always good bags coming in, but it's really great during the week. Go on a Wednesday. Awesome.
Oh, I know. That's when I go.
Live in my world, these two guys, they very, very rarely struggle. I struggle more than I do well.
What are you drinking, Dave? What do you got there?
I got Tin Cup whiskey, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I know that Tin Cup whiskey is a sponsor of the Cal-Sag Bass, but I think just because you showed up with the Tin Cup, Jackson got some. Ryan's casts into Tin Cups all the time. I think Tin Cup's got to hop on board for some individual sponsorship with you guys.
What? They've been great to us, and we love Tin Cup.
Yeah, I could tell.
We love
it. See that, Foley? Internationally in the region.
At the show the other couple weeks ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have way too many empty bottles. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Do you have more than Pedro Fighter? I don't know if you have more than Pedro Fighter.
I don't know about that, but they're way too empty. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, so hey, I got to go back here a minute because this is pretty cool, or not cool, but the fact that you're bringing in basically 3 fish limits that weigh close to 15 pounds. Okay.
Or over 15.
Or over,
pounds.
yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah.
And I lost.
Jeff Miller. Yeah. And you lost. Yeah. Jeff Miller had a 646 beast. But I mean, the fact is, guys, you said it. Okay. 3 bigs. We see these weights real tight, Brian. Real tight. Real tight, Dave. But 5 fish really separates the men from the boys. They really.
Yeah, you know what?
We're working at it.
Yeah.
Pat, I'll tell you what though, the best fishermen though, I talked to Brian about this when we couldn't get the 5 fish limit. The same guys that always do well are doing well with the 3 fish limit.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
That's true. 100%, guys. Yeah.
True.
That is true. But I
can't get lucky, but we really haven't had a random guy win.
Hey,
I mean, it's always been a guy who's really good out there.
I'm not the best at science, but I'm just interpreting Brian Jackson's statement that he would win every tournament if it was a 5 fish limit. Aren't you feeling that too, Ryan? Isn't that kind of vibe you were picking up?
Well, I'm with Brian though. I think that 5 fish it does I don't know. You know what it does though with the 3 fish. When we take off now, when we used to fish 5 fish derbies out there, it was always all right, let's go get a limit. Now when you take off, it's almost like you already got 2.
Okay.
You already got 2 good ones. So it's let's fish for those 3 kickers.
Okay, good attitude. I like it, right?
I mean, that's how I look at it. And it almost, I don't know, mentally, it almost makes it easier. It's when you catch 1 4.5 or 1 5 pounder, you're all right, 2 more. That's it. And it makes that day go, I don't know, it just seems like it adds a little time onto the day for me. It hasn't worked out in the last couple, but
I like your philosophizing though.
Yeah.
It's
a philosophization is the name of the game, right?
Creative philosophization visualization. Yes, it works every time. Dave, you filled a void.
Yeah.
Dave, you filled a lot of voids, haven't you? I heard about that in college too. But you,
about 7 pounds ago.
Yeah,
his daughter's right behind him.
I didn't say anything. He did. Dave, the void that you filled here.
Got it down.
Dave, the void that you filled here in the area was a necessity for a proper. Not that there was really anything necessarily wrong as a whole, but we really needed a real proper Bassin League in the area, and you saw that need. And Dave, describe the need for people that have no idea what I'm talking about. What was the need for this league?
Well, there was 2 things 3. One, you'd show up at these tournaments, and I think, although there's a huge population in Chicagoland, like you said earlier, this isn't Alabama where every third guy has a bass boat.
Right. Or Okeechobee. Same deal.
The tournament angler. So I think what a lot of these clubs are doing is they're spreading, they're spreading people thin. So you'd show up at these tournaments and, you'd have two guys in a boat. They both have boats, and they're fishing that tournament. There's one 10 miles away on Wolf Lake. Then there's one 15 miles the other direction on Lake George. And what I saw was, okay, these guys are just picking wherever they think it's hot that week. What we need to do is entice
cherry pickers.
Them. Yeah, they're cherry picking. And the other thing was, I wanted to put something together that wasn't taking advantage of the weekend angler. What I mean by that, and there's nothing wrong with it, but a lot of these clubs claim to pay back 80-90%. And when you really do the math, it's like 65-70% of the money. And I don't know. I didn't see the need for that. There's a little bit of work involved, and I got a lot of help. And this year, I'm not even really doing a lot of the work. Brian is, and a lot of the other guys, but I just don't see the need to take the money. And then the other thing was, all these people have sponsorships online and they put them on their website, but I fished for 10 years and I haven't got anything but a bag of worms. I was thinking to myself, wait a second, these people actually have sponsors. Why? Where's the gear at? Where's that bonus for giving the 20 or 30% you're giving up every time you go out fishing? And then the last thing was, I think if you can put a little bit more money in the pot and you can draw most of the good anglers, you'll get the rest of the good anglers. And then you got all the best sticks in the area. So when you win a derby, you go home and you actually feel like you did something, instead of, okay, you go fish a derby with 12 guys in it and 3 of them could beat you maybe on a day. Now you go to a derby and there's 40 guys in it and 39 of them can beat you at any time.
Yeah.
It's worth winning. You know what I mean? For your ego.
I get it. And your pocketbook.
100%.
And your pocketbook. And you're not making, after all said and done, $50 for fishing a damn day after you burn $100 of gasoline on the big lake, And
right. Yeah.
I think, so here's the deal. This is how I look at it. Singles tournaments with big payouts are a test of the best. And I like team tournaments. I've fished plenty of team tournaments. I've fished tournaments with Brian. I don't know if Brian and I ever fished a tournament together, but we
never
derbed.
Yeah.
It's singles.
Yeah, singles. Is that what it was? I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat or something. Who knows? But anyway, here's the fact of the matter. So Ryan, remember when MLF used to be cool and it'd be on Sundays and we'd look forward to the DVR every Sunday night and all that stuff.
Those are still cool.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That kind of deal.
Yeah.
That's team derbies. That's team derbies. And then these singles are the Elite's LFG. You know what I mean? That's what's going on here. In my eyes. Is the contrast comparison. But
and I do want to clarify too. We talked a lot about 3 fish limits, and on the SAG it is 5 fish.
Right, for the buckets.
If anyone's listening out there, the river and Lake Cal derbies are 5 fish. If you don't like the 3 fish, whatever.
Right.
Come fish the shallow water.
And they are.
And everybody fishes different because I don't go in that shallow water.
Oh, we know.
Right. I know. That's all yours, buddy.
So Brian Jackson's been winning tournaments out with these brown fish for forever. He's got secret shit that he won't tell people. He's gotten in fights with people about it. There's even been knockdown dragouts in your garage over spots and baits and I mean,
that's a little drawn out.
Oh no, this is the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show.
Wrestling matches. That's why there's a championship belt.
Now like,
Right.
so first off,
A little country too every now and then.
do you think you could beat Matt Robertson in a wrestling match, Brian?
110%.
Oh, Jesus criminy. Yikes. Oh, okay. So do you know that like Matt, Brandon Palaniuk, Caleb Summerall, they're all going to be wrestling or something in a cage match. You know about all that?
I did not know about
You
that.
wanna
But
get
I know
in
they're
on
not
this?
real wrestlers.
Yeah. Well, Brandon is. Brandon's a real wrestler. And you're a wrestling coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you want in?
I might be in on that. Is there a payout?
Oh, it's amazing. It's like it's more money than you can handle, and it's plus for charity, and it's in a cage, and it's gonna be so it would be you, Matt Robertson, Caleb Summerall, and Brandon Palaniuk, Mercer, Zona, and myself in a giant thing, and you gotta wrestle these guys. If you lose, you're gonna look dumb AF.
I would.
Yeah. And you're a wrestling coach.
My money's on Brian Jackson.
Brian's a beast.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, Brian's a beast.
You've been swelling, bro.
Yeah,
I got some money.
especially when he's got Heineken muscles and tin cup muscles going on top of that. Then he gets pretty swanky. You know what I mean?
He don't practice. He doesn't practice for derbs. He just goes to the gym all week and then shows up.
Jim, hey Figley, it's Jim Tan Laundry for that Brian Jackson guy all the time. No days off. You know what I mean?
No kidding.
Hey, since we're boosting Brian Jackson's ego, I'm gonna do it a little more. You know, I was watching that Bassmaster Classic video from 2000 today, actually.
Hey, he was on my hole.
Yeah, what is the name of that spot that Mark Riss and Mike Iaconelli and like 20 other of the field were fishing in Lake Cal? What's the name of that spot?
That's Jackson's
Anybody?
spot.
That's Jackson's Point.
It is
Jackson's Point.
That hole.
And
That
dude, it was me and Aaron Martins and Gary and Mark Risk at Gunnersville. And I'm like, dude, I saw you catching him on Jackson's Point, bro. And he's like, Mark Risk is like, what is Jackson's Point? I'm like, he's like Calumet. Oh, yes, the 2000 Bassmaster
Fucking
Classic.
barge.
Yeah, you know, Jackson's Point, Mark Risk. You know.
How do you not know that, Mark Risk?
Yeah, come on, Jackson's Point. I mean, unreal. Hey, Jackson Popcorn, Dave, you guys are brand ambassadors. Do you know that? Brian, you're a brand ambassador for Cal-Sag and Tightrope and Catch Co. and all kinds of good stuff going on. A brand ambassador. And I picked you guys to come on the show tonight as ambassadors for the Cal-Sag Bass Anglers. And why?
We appreciate it.
Yeah, no, dude, for real. Like, the reason I'm saying this, and I can't remember which one of you guys said it, maybe it was Dave, is like, this isn't like Gunnersville around here. This isn't like Lake Okeechobee. So to have, like, to some places in the country, having events like this are maybe really not the biggest of deals. They're pretty ordinary. But here they're not. Here they're not. And Figley, you brought a service to the anglers that, like, if I could say it this way, the anglers didn't even know they needed it until they got hit in the face with it. Does that make sense, Dave?
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of people were questioning. A lot of guys had not fished singles tournaments, and they started fishing them, and after a couple tournaments, they absolutely loved it. And I know one thing they all love is when you win, you get more you get more out of it than you put in throughout the year. That's for sure. And they're not that. So I just want, I think we got the best group of guys, just dudes. They're just awesome guys. We have no drama. It's a great club. But people have been missing just a good solid circuit where if you win it, you basically you win one tournament, it's going to pay for your year of tournament fishing for the most part. And with gas prices at $5, it's pretty hard to say, but they're just like it around here. And I don't know if there is within the Midwest, really. So I think it was just something that had to be done. And we just have the best group of guys you'd ever want to be around, which makes it worth it for me.
Heck yeah. And again, calsagbass.com to find out more. It's calsagbass.com. I don't know if I told anybody it's calsagbass.com, but check this out. Here's what I like about Cal-Sag Bass. So first off, cool circuit now. Guys can win some money. They're doing things on their own, making real bassin decisions. But here's what I really like about the three of you gentlemen and every other angler at Cal-Sag Bass that shows up to those scales run by JP High and Kevin Higgins. All right.
And Pat Remley.
Well, thank you. I just talk. My job just say things. But here's what I like. You're all just ate up with bassin. I mean, you are just ate up. And every single one of you guys, bass fishing is your escape. It's your escape. No matter what your job is, every single one of these guys in Cal-Sag Bass, whatever their regular job is, they not only come to compete and have fun, but they come to escape. All jobs have different pressures, but this is a nice escape. Is Dave frozen, or can you hear me, Dave?
I can hear you perfectly, man.
Okay. So, Dave, you are an amazing example of escape. You have a very high-pressure job. I'm not going to get into what it is, but you deal with a lot of bullshit, okay?
I mean, porn is hard at my age.
Say it again.
Porn is very hard at my age.
Yes, your performance has gone way down. Yes.
Fill in those gaps.
Not hard, basically, at your age.
Yeah.
But but Dave, I mean, let's be real about this, dude. You of more than anybody I know use bass fishing as an escape. And when you go bassing and you tune everything out. And I love that about you. You know what I mean? You need that, don't you?
Why? I lost you here, Pat. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Dave.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, I lost the video, but
I can hear you. Hey,
okay.
There's Dave back.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So, I mean, I said you, of more than anyone I know, are an amazing example of using bass fishing as escape from or something to keep yourself clear, give you clarity. Isn't that true, Dave? What is he doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, bud. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I love the bass fish. I love the competition. I'm as competitive as anybody. I unfortunately don't win that often. But, trust me. I love it, man. I mean, I was out there today for a couple hours. I was out there Monday. I'll fish anytime. I can fish every day of the week, and I absolutely love it. But I especially love, derbies. I don't even care if it's 1-on-1. If that's just the way I was raised, I like to be competitive, and it's just the best thing. I mean, it's great. I love it. I do it every day.
Dave, and one of the amazing skills that you have is that you are able to urinate while fishing without missing a beat. And I find that an amazing skill. You just lay it out and let it go and keep flipping, and keep cranking, whatever you're doing. And when you're done,
you just gotta put it back when you come around the point. You come around Jackson's Point and you wave to somebody and they give you a dirty look. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Well, I didn't know I had my dick out. I forgot.
That's the South Side, man. That's calsagbass.com.
Yeah, don't you forget to do that too? Yeah.
Ryan, us Irish guys don't have that problem.
Yeah. No.
Hey, calsagbass.com. It's if you're within 100 miles of the Chicagoland area, may we suggest you check it out. And guys, we'll have some more updates like this. Okay, let's do it throughout the year and feature some anglers. And here's my thing. I lost Brian and Dave. I don't know if they're still there, but
I'm listening.
Okay, so here's my suggestion, guys. We have some of the winners of the tournaments on. As the year goes on, only if like we're using Brian Jackson as a guinea pig. Let's say he wins. Only if he tells us about the tournament and not just sandbags BS. You know what I mean? Like, so if we could cover it, like with can you do that, Brian? Like if you win a tournament?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I mean, I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing, but you got to go out there and catch fish and beat me. I mean, everybody knows what you're doing. Everybody sees where you're fishing, and I don't think it makes a difference. I'm more willing to tell you the honest to God truth, and
yeah.
Okay. Hey, you want to call a guy out right now, Brian, that you think should be fishing against you guys at Cal-Sag Bass? Who is that angler?
Well, I mean, I fish my forte is the big lake. I mean, I like the smallmouth fishing, but I could get them in the river as well. But I'm gonna have to call out Mark Neuwirth on the big lake.
Oh, okay. Mark Neuwirth. Come on down. Brian Jackson calling you out on the Cal-Sag call out.
But here's the deal too, is because I'm starting to see a lot more younger kids coming out and competing on the big lake right now on Lake Michigan.
It's good.
And it's a world-class fishery, and you're starting to see these guys struggle a little bit, but it's the time you put it on the water where you start realizing that you start competing, you start catching more fish, and I hope that happens more and more, because you're starting to see some of these high school kids come out and starting to compete and
doing good,
doing
like
a nice job, you know,
that McNary
they're
kid
hungry.
and
that's
Eric
what we
B.
need. It hasn't happened in a long time.
100%.
Yeah.
So you're calling out Mark Neuwirth.
Mark
and I
Neuwirth.
want to, so who you calling out, Popcorn?
Oh, I got a few.
Well, go ahead.
I got more than one. I got Chris Duss.
He's
got a Chicago address, and he fishes all the southern Wisconsin stuff.
What?
And he ain't fishing the Chicago stuff. Come on, man.
Chris Duss.
What about these Midwest
Uteg?
anglers that we just talked to in Gurney? Where are these guys at?
Yeah.
Those guys too. We got to tell them. And you got to fish
Tyler
against them
Uteg?
too.
Come on out.
Me?
Tyler Uteg.
Oh, Tyler Uteg.
Tyler Uteg.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler
Good
as
buddy
well.
of mine. Can catch him well.
He needs
to
be
come
out
out and
there.
catch him. He'll figure it out fast.
That is
Come
right.
on, fish.
Okay, so
You
Tyler
live in Chicago.
and Duss.
Yeah.
And you called out Neuwirth. All right, so Brandon, Dave, who are you guys calling out on the Cal-Sag Bass call out?
I'm going to call out my two old partners, Todd Heyman and Dave Waltoff. Both these guys, great sticks. Todd wins half the derbies down on the Kankakee, and he's a great stick. He needs to get up here and fish with us. And Altoff is a great stick, too. They need to come up and fish.
Yeah, okay. Heyman and Altoff. And there's the call out.
So
What's
I'm
that,
sure I'll
Dave?
be getting a text soon.
Hey, Bryn, we're proud of you. You're doing really good in the horse riding competitions. For real, you're doing amazing.
Yeah. What's her rank in the country anyhow, Dave? Pretty impressive.
Right now, she's like 8th or 9th in barrels and 10th or 11th.
In what age group?
10 and under right now. That's her rank, but she's pretty good.
Heck yeah.
She fell off her new horse tonight, though, so she had a rough night.
Well, you're doing good, Brandon. Looks like you're moving around good.
She got back up.
Yeah.
She gets right. God.
That's what counts. That's what counts. Hey, guys, thanks for coming on. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity, and let's do some more of it soon. Oh, hey, we got to give Dave. You're giving something away. We're giving away some Cal-Sag swag tonight.
Yeah, swag.
Yeah,
we're gonna give away all kinds of stuff. We got I got a 30-pound box.
Oh no, he cut out during 30 pounds.
Along with 30 pounds of beef jerky, beef sticks, a whole pack.
Whoa!
Giant box of it, and we got hat, long sleeve T-shirt. We got swamp hat. I got tons of them, boxes of them.
Wait, so you keep breaking up for some reason, but I got 30 pounds of beef jerky, shirts, hats. Did I miss anything?
Hoodies.
So that's the Cal-Sag swag pack, the 30 pounds of beef jerky. What's that company? I tried it for the first time. It was amazing.
It's amazing.
King Creek.
King Creek.
Yeah. King Creek beef jerky. It's absolutely amazing. A friend of mine's getting it off the ground right now. All the jerky is made out of prime rib.
I loved it.
I had prime rib butter and some other sweet and spicy.
Dude,
That
it was so
heaven, man.
good.
It was unreal.
It was so good.
Buttery prime rib. Yeah, I
Oh
gave it
my
to some
God.
guys from Sweden yesterday, and they were like, "Oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever had."
This is
Yeah,
better
so
than
Pat,
Swedish jerky.
Pat, why don't we do this? Why don't we give away? I'm not giving away this horse, but we'll give away. What's this guy doing? Well, he's just walking up behind me. We'll give away. Let's do this. We'll give away 3 packages that will have 10 pounds of beef jerky sticks and the meats, and hoodie, hat, long sleeve T-shirt, all in one package. We'll do 3 packages like that.
Holy cow! Yikes! That's amazing. Wait, 3 winners?
3 winners. Just give them out to whoever you'd like, Pat.
Holy
However
cow!
you
Well,
do
we're
it.
gonna pick
However you do
one.
it on your show.
We're gonna pick one right now, and you guys are gonna announce it. Who are you sending it to, Ginge? You guys all have the winner. So Dave? Who do you want to announce the winner?
I don't care.
Right. I think
Just
Brian
tell me where to
Jackson.
send
Brian,
it.
do you do
Just send it. Tell me
impersonations?
where to send it.
Brian, you do impersonations?
I mean, depends what I'm doing.
Yeah. You know who does a great Brian Jackson impersonation is Seth Fighter, actually.
Oh,
Oh, it's so good. It is so good.
I've heard.
It is so good. But okay, Brian, you're gonna give away a gazillion pounds of beef jerky right now on the Straight Cash Show. You ready? You got the winner on your phone or no?
Well,
Did we confuse you?
I got it. Bobby Colson.
Bobby Colson, you won the jerky extravaganza. Right
Heck
there.
yeah. Hey, Pat, can you get Bobby's sizes? I'll send them some shirts and stuff to go with it.
Yep, absolutely. Bobby Colson, when you direct message Straycast, also tell us your sizes. We'll send you some Cal-Sag swag. And Dave, we would be amiss if you did not thank our sponsors at Cal-Sag Bass Anglers before we head out.
Yeah.
Of course, we mentioned the beef jerky and tin cup whiskey, but go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, so we've got Alpha Angler, the awesome rods, Unky jigs, just awesome. Figley and Associates, I guess I'll thank myself for that one.
Yes, sir.
Tightrope jigs, I don't know who ties them. They do a shitty job of tying them, but they sure do work.
The one guy's okay.
The guy's all right,
Yeah.
I guess.
One of those two is okay. Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
And Rowdy Buzz.
Oh, Daryl Barnett. Yeah. Rowdy.
Course, and Stray Cat.
Yes.
Yeah, Daryl Barnett over at Rowdy Buzz, a hell of a buzz. And then thank you guys, Pat, for everything you do.
Yeah, it's our pleasure, bud.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I love coming out to the events.
Announcer, every derb.
And I like that you let me chirp people and like tell them when they suck and stuff. I like that, Dave, that you said that's okay.
I love it. I get the criticism. I get called later about saying balls and shit on like, hey, my kids are watching. I'm
Tell
like,
their
hey,
kids
man,
not to watch. How's that?
I just ate for 9 hours and didn't catch a goddamn thing. I'm gonna say balls and shit and everything else.
And I'm telling you, this is the South Side Derb. Like, what do they expect? They never seen Shameless.
Yeah.
JP eats gobies and smelt and things for money at the weigh-ins. They can't handle
Parking lot dead fish soup.
Yes, I mean, so come on. Hey, thank you so much, Cal-Sag Bass, for your contributions to Straycast, and of course, the Bass Galaxy in this area. And we just hope it expands. We hope it keeps going. Brian Jackson, Ryan Popcorn Whitaker, Dave Figley, awesome. Thanks, boys. Thanks.
Thanks, Pat.
Peace. See you soon. There it is, right there. Look at that. That's how we do. We're winding it down. Oh my gosh, guys, we're on what? Oh, we got Impulse Lithium, Bill Wilder, and Tucker Smith coming up next. What are we doing, Ginge? They're coming through. We taking a quick break? We're just going right at it. Yeah, look at that. I'm seeing it now, bringing it through. All right, I like it. When I hear Ryan Popcorn Whitaker on the drums, that's Ryan Whitaker on the drums, for real. Playing that right there. It's Larry Kyleman on the guitar. It's Doobie. Remember Doobie? He's playing bass, and that's me singing. And right now, for the second time each on the glorified version of a Bass and Talk show, we got Champ Bill and Champ Tucker from Impulse Lithium Batteries. Give it up, Bass Galaxy, for Tucker and Bill. How you doing, boys?
Doing good, brother. How about you?
What's going on, man? That's Tuck in the truck, and Bill with old Blue. Look at
you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There happens to be a Bassmaster Elite Series tournament trophy behind me. Whoops.
Didn't
and a
know
little
that.
FLW trophy back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Chickamauga action in 2017.
I see how you play. Yeah. And of course the $500,000 kid.
What's
Tuck,
up, brother?
What's going on, Tuck? My bud, Tuck. Now,
not much, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you can make it with us tonight. I know you had some fancy collegiate stuff going on tonight at Auburn on Team Auburn. And
we had a bass meeting, so we had to basically figure out everybody's roles for the team next year. So I just got out of that, so I'm good to go now.
What's your role? What did you work?
I'm membership chair, so basically I help recruit new members to the team.
Oh, gotcha. So you're that guy. You're the one knocking door to door, leaving little pamphlets, telling us about how Auburn is the best. But that's okay. I can see you. You're a very personable person, and I'm sure you could get some recruits, right?
Yeah, I've been through the high school ranks, so I know a bunch of high school kids and try to help them get interested in coming to Auburn.
So, hey, Bill, do you think that there's a hazing process to get in to be on the Auburn bass team? Do they is this like in what's the movie where we're speaking of Old Blue, what's that name of that movie? He's running down the street. We're going to Taco Bell. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of Old School. Or is it our Animal House? You think there's hazing going on, Bill? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I mean, there could be.
Yeah, I don't know. Come on, lay it down, Tuck. Give us the dirt. You guys doing?
We're not supposed to talk about that kind of stuff, Pat.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the Bassin fraternity laws. Yes.
Yeah, you can't break that.
Hey, how much money you got left, Tuck? Out of $500,000.
I don't know. My dad tries to keep me not to use it, but I had to buy a new truck, so I'm hoping some of it's still there. He told me that some of it's still there.
Hey, man, if I was your age and I won $500,000, you wouldn't see me for a while. I'm just gonna let you know.
Exactly.
No.
Bill Wadley, you know what I'm saying.
Dude, with that kind of money? Yeah.
Times are a little different then, Bill. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Between then and now. Hey, but I'm happy to have you guys together on this show, and of course, what brings us all together here is we're members of Impulse Lithium, and you got a cool team, Bill, that everyone knows of Bill Weidler, the champ, and of Derber, bass fishing professional. But hey, guess what? You'll always be that, but now you are a battery connoisseur and entrepreneur. That's pretty cool, bud. What's going on with all this? Why do this? What are you doing?
Well, I mean, crazy story is I grew up in a family business and we took it over. So I was always in a position where I was running a business. And when I made the elites, I got tied up with a company that had lithium products, and I just saw an opportunity and decided I was going to take a chance and start a company. So in late 2019, I opened up Impulse Lithium.
Yeah. And then you fished. It was, what was it, up to 21? You fished last year.
Up to 21.
Yeah. in the elites, and then like what, like no disrespect, but like, did you not qualify again, or were you kind of like just like I gotta focus on one thing? What happened? Tell me.
Oh no, I wouldn't have given it up now. Honestly, Bass did those big cuts this year,
right?
And to cut the field back, so instead of taking 13, they took 23, and I was inside that cut. If they wouldn't have gone down to 90, I would have still been out there. But I mean, I can't complain with where I'm at right now. I would looking at the path I've been on and the success we've had with the company, I wouldn't trade that back in to go back to the elites. I really needed to be in this position to move this company forward.
Well, 100%. And you and I talked about it at the Classic too, that everything happens for a reason. And I think like in order to be, it just seems historically for people to be successful that they first need to be really, really successful at one thing before they can branch to being successful at multiple things. Does that make sense to you, college boy Tucker? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Bill, and I saw you do it. I see you doing it.
Yeah, I mean, we're really blessed, quite honestly, and we saw last year when we finished the elite season, when we had the opportunity to go ahead and focus the last quarter of the year on this company, really what the potential was. And that's when we found out that we didn't re-qualify. It hurt a little bit, of course, when I watched the first few elite events.
Like, damn it.
Yeah, it was tough. But looking back, I mean, I love the position I'm in. I love where this company's going. And, we're here to make waves in the industry, and we're going to push as hard as we can to be one of the top lithium companies out there.
Yeah, and you really are. It's very aggressive, and I mean it that way. As that battery is very aggressive, and you got a cool team as brand ambassadors. Again, as this whole theme of this evening is. Yeah, I mean, first off, of course, you got. I mean, right away, you got to have Tucker. He's an Auburn boy, and Tucker, are you friends with Bill's son too? You guys buddies?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and he's Tucker too?
He's Tucker too.
Yeah, there's two Tuckers. Yeah. That's a double Tucker.
That's right.
I mean, so it's like first off, you got this kid on the team, man, wins $500,000. Good move, Bill. Good move getting him on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That was.
And you got one of the baddest asses in bass, and he's not afraid to drive a bass boat correctly, and that's Mr. Lee Livesey. I mean, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't afraid to enjoy the lightness of the lithiums in some backwaters. You know what I mean?
That's right, dude. I mean, really, one of the best things that ever happened to me was to get in the elites, and I made some great friendships which we've kept together since we hadn't been fishing, but cultivating those relationships helped us get out there. It was my wife's relationship with Tiffany that got us involved with Polinick, and then me with Lee and Tally, and then we have Brandon Lester, and we got a list of them. I know Randy Howell really well, and he's one of our guys, and I went after guys that I knew could really
and
help.
He's got a nice flat top and lands fish funny, Randy.
Yeah, that's right.
And Frank the Tank can rap Bone Thugs in harmony. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he really can. He did it here on the show, and it was amazing. It floored us. We had to end the show right then. I was like, I gotta go. Drop the mic.
Yeah, I'm a big Tank fan.
Yeah, you got a good team. You got a good team, bud. And thanks for adding us to it, by the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Of course, we're looking forward to that. But I mean, here's the real question. It's like, and again, I'm just asking you real questions. I don't need to be disrespectful by any of these, but there's a ton of lithium batteries out there, and you just took a big chance on doing something that just might not even work. It's like, so why do you believe that Impulse is better than what's going on out there now? What made you take the chance?
That's an interesting question. So here's some differences with our company. So there are a lot of companies that are emerging, and there's a lot of guys, I think. I don't know, Pat. Everybody thinks that the lithium market is easy to get into, which it's not. I have an engineering background, so I wasn't just an old Alabama fisherman that came out, and started fishing and never knew anything about a business. So I ran a multi-million-dollar business and was offered a COO position of a big corporation in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So I saw the potential, and then I have an engineering background. So I understand the product really well, the chemistries in the battery. And I think that's what separates us, because this is the trick. I've fished on the big stage, so I know how important it is to take a phone call if somebody has a problem, but also understand it from an engineering standpoint. And I think it gives us the best of both worlds with our customer service and what we can provide to people out there and the customers that want to run a good product. And then we offer a straight up 10-year warranty. We give a full 10 years. That's how confident I am in the packs that we're doing. Yeah. And, it's gone gangbusters, man. I mean, we absolutely love this company and love where it's going. And I wouldn't turn, away from the direction we're going for anything right now.
Nice. And Tucker, what are you running? What are you running in the Nitro?
Yeah, I've got two 36 trolling motor batteries, and I've also got the lithium cranking battery. And like Bill was saying, the batteries aren't only amazing, and I haven't had any problems whatsoever. And I mean, I could run days on days without charging them, which isn't the best idea, not charging batteries, but you still could. But also the customer service, like Bill was saying, they've helped me out more than I could even ask for. Anytime I need anything, whenever I get a new boat and I need batteries put in it, Bill will take the time out of his day, to easily contact me and let me know that I can just come right over there and he can fix them and put them in there real quick. So, I just, it's a great company with great batteries, but the customer service, like he was saying, is unbelievable. I think that's what really separates them too.
And that's important. And quite frankly, I'm noticing as this is the last segment that all of these ambassadors and these brands that we're on tonight, the common denominator is amazing customer service. So Hafaspot's a different type of animal, but like these other companies. So it's so important in bass fishing to have that, Bill, to have that, the old school feel, Bill. We're talking about bait shops.
That's right, Pat. That's the big difference is I'm 53 years old and I've been through a business and understand how it operates. My wife has been through a business and she understands how it operates. I can't tell you how many times we phone calls from people asking questions and we never get an order for them. They'll go somewhere else, buy something real cheap off Amazon. And it's because nobody answers the phone. We make it a point to answer the phone. I answer it 7 days a week. I'll pick up the phone on Sunday and talk to a customer if they're having an issue that we need to walk through. And, we make ourselves available 100% of the time.
Gotcha. And again, very important. I'm thinking about something that you said, Tucker, right here. Why you got two 36s and the lithium cranker. And then what do you got? What's the double 36s? You're running electronics off it too, and your trolling motor. What are you doing?
No, that's for my trolling motor, the 236s. So basically, you've got 6 batteries worth of power in those 2 batteries, which are the same size as a regular 12-volt battery that fit in the trays. So you've got unlimited power to run all day. I've never had a problem straight current on 10.
I've been with you. Yeah, I've witnessed it.
You saw it. They don't die.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Now, I didn't necessarily understand what you were doing there, but now it makes total sense. And
yeah, they're running parallel.
I see. And the deal with the crank, like a lot of people say, lithium, they don't have a good lithium cranking battery. It doesn't exist. Like, you've heard that, Bill. You've heard people say that.
For sure.
I have. It's obviously bullshit because you have one. So tell us. They work. Tucker runs it. Brandon runs it. Lee runs it. So they work. There is lithium cranking batteries.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. A lot of people are like, well, you can't do lithium with this motor or that motor, and not to give away any secrets that we've come up with, but I work with a lot of other companies, to develop things that work good and keep our batteries running good. So, it's not one of those things that we just say, I'm going to go over here and pick 4 or 5 batteries and slam a label on it. We put extensive time in testing and working with companies to monitor things that you see with lithium cranking batteries. There's things that we do that some people don't do. We don't publish a CCA on our cranking batteries because cold cranking amps is a unit of measure for SLA and lead acid batteries, and it's not really an applicable unit of measure for lithium. And a lot of people use it as a marketing ploy, and we don't do that. I call a spade, and we market one direction, and you know, we don't get in that gray area. It's either black or white, and we try to tell the customer exactly how it is and make sure we're giving them the product they need. And we've had great success with everything.
I like your confidence in your product too. It conveys totally in what you're saying. And you're just a guy that's like maybe not as familiar as how to set up. I obviously set my, not obviously, but I set my electronics up off my cranking battery, and that's what you're doing, Tucker, with the cranker as well for your electronics, and it's running all that.
Yeah.
And Tucker has 19 graphs on his boat, Bill.
19. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So with that, we know that thing works. We know it works. Tucker, how you doing, bud? Like, I mean, you won $500,000 not too long ago. When were you on Straight Cast? December or something?
I think so.
Yeah. You and your partner, but you're landing, doing freaking good. Saw you with the babes over there at the championship dinner. How they doing?
Yeah, they're all right, man.
Logan, you and Logan, yeah, you.
I try not to hang around the girls too much. I like to bass fish too much. They kind of take away time.
Dude, you and Logan look so happy. I just got to tell you.
Oh yeah, we're pumped.
Yeah, you really did, man. Like, you were just so proud walking in. I was happy for you. Me and Fighter were like, look at these guys. Look at these guys.
Yeah. Before we walked in, I was like, Pat, you want to check this out?
Yeah. But no, for real, you're doing good. I mean, but are you doing good? I mean, is things going good? You getting sponsorships? What are you fishing? What are you doing?
I've been fishing a lot of college tournaments. Actually, I won a college tournament at Lay I think last weekend, actually. So I've just been fishing a bunch of college tournaments. You know, we've kind of got a break until May, and then we start back full force. So we're just now getting done with school this next week. So I'm really fishing every single day. I've been fishing around home a lot on the Coosa, and then I'm fishing a bunch of tournaments back at home. So I'm waiting for that college stuff to pick back up next month, and then we're going to be rolling again.
Gotcha. So when you finish college, that's when Tucker hits it hard, right?
Well, I'm fishing the Southern Opens right now this year, and so the next couple years I'm going to start fishing more of those. Just kind of taking it step by step and traveling the country with college, you know, getting experience all over the country, because that's really what it takes, getting experience everywhere. And that's really the reason why I chose Auburn, you know, the diverse lakes around it. So just getting all the experience I can before I try to take it to the next level and fish all 9.
And how old are you, bud?
I'm 20.
20. And now a lot of some elite guys were like, "Hey, I seen you went fishing with that $1 million kid. Is he any good?" And I'm like, dude, he's really good. Like, and you know, I mean, I could tell by that you spend time on the water. You know, a lot of people are good mechanically. I mean, that's, you know that, Bill. A lot of people good mechanically, but
right. That's right.
But like, dude, this kid, the way he handles a bass boat is like, I don't know, for a 20-year-old.
Oh, dude, you don't have to tell me, Pat. The last time I was on Lay Lake with him, he spanked me. I went home with my tail between my legs. No.
I mean, I still think I'm going to kick his ass every time I go out. I'm not going to, I mean, the truth be told, but he can handle a boat better than I can. I tell you that.
That's what I thought too. That's exactly what I thought. I was going to come up to the scales and say, "Who's your daddy?" It didn't happen that way.
He's fierce, man. The
I
kid's
know.
fierce because all he does is fish. And you have a real cool family, Tuck. I got to meet your family, and what I think is awesome about your mom and dad and your sister is that they really support what you do. They are just,
They do.
I saw it. It was so evident and clear. And it was really a nice, beautiful thing to see. How they, hey, this is the path that our son Tucker picked, and let's nurture it. And I love it. I think that's great. So I'm Bass Galaxy. Give it up for Tucker's peas right there. Exactly.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And they gave me my own guest house already. So that's why I really like them. That's why I really like your mom and dad. I have my own guest house.
And lots of candy they left out for you.
Yes, that was good. The chocolates were good, and your dad's an amazing cook. Exactly. And your sister doing good with the cheerleading? Did she make the squad, and is she the leader and kicking ass and all that good stuff?
They're still trying to figure all that out, I'm pretty sure, right now.
Gotcha.
I haven't been home in a while.
You don't know. Like asking. I ain't been home in a while, man.
Yeah, I love them, but I've just been fishing too much.
Oh, gosh. Bill, I love seeing that St. Clair trophy behind you. I ain't going to lie.
She's a beaut, man.
Yeah. And you hate spin poles, too. You won that derb on a dang spin pole.
I know. I really don't like them, but it was funny because I get the question all the time, so I'll just throw it out there. Are you coming back? Are you going to make a run at it again? And and I don't know. I don't know. I mean, priority number uno is taking care of this. I had a wise man one time tell me if you chase too many rabbits, you might not catch dinner.
Yeah,
so
just like he said.
Exactly.
One
I like
thing,
to eat.
Get good here first. It's a Clun philosophy.
I'm going to stay focused, but if I do, I wouldn't be surprised if I went after the Northerns because it seems like I fish better up north than I
St.
do down
Lawrence,
here.
St. Clair, all that stuff, all that spin pole shit. Here comes Bill, the power fisherman flipper. I don't like that finesse stuff. I don't like it. And he's just cashing checks on the spin pole. I see you. But here's the thing. It's like we're all animals. Tucker's an animal. I'm an animal. You're an animal, Bill. And once we taste any kind of blood of our passion, we got to have more. Whatever our passion is, we got to have more. And you got one of those passions over your right shoulder, and it's an old blue. And you can't tell me that bleed still ain't red in your head. That I want more of that.
But let me tell you a little secret.
Yeah, please do. Educate me.
When you sit back on Saturday morning and you drinking that cup of coffee, watching Fox Live.
Yeah.
And you watching them boys at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah.
And they getting ready to head home without a check, or you looked at the leaderboard and you're watching the 50 on, Bass Track, but you got the other 50 that are heading home.
I'm following you.
I don't miss that. Bro.
You don't miss that part.
No.
But you sure miss hearing Bassmaster Elite Series champion at the.
I miss that. I miss hearing Mercer.
Yeah, because he's
he's the best in the business.
He's saying here's Bassmaster Elite Series St. Clair champ every time you walk up to the scale. That's good.
Yeah, every time I took off in the morning or went up on stage,
it's good to hear.
You're killing me, Pat. You're killing me.
Well, I'm trying to get you back to the elites.
Break out the rod.
I'm just trying to get you back to the elites. That's all. I'm a persuasive SOB.
You are. My wife's listening, so
Darlene knows. She knows. Hey, but everything happens for a reason. As we said, you took the time dedicating to Impulse Lithium here. Your son opened the door for me, and then all of a sudden, he's like, I'm like, oh, I'm over here with my parents. And then I'm like, oh, holy shit, it's the champ. I know him. And then I'm like, oh, you got a battery company, champ? And then the next thing you know, here we are doing a damn straight cast show. What do you think of that again?
I mean, everything. I think everything your destiny is laid out, and it's crazy that I grew up running a company and I understand business really well, and then I get on the elites and get hooked up with a company that I get some insight on a product that really is booming in the industry right now. And then, I have an engineering background and put it all together. If you look at the path that we've went down, it's really crazy. Just like us and getting with you, Pat. I mean, it's, things happen for a reason. And I think I'm sitting in this chair running this company for a reason. And I'm going to keep pushing.
100%. And Tucker won $500,000 for a reason too.
He did, man. I mean, that's golly.
That's crazy.
I think that's because I lost that Bassmaster Classic bracket by 3 ounces. I think that was redemption for it.
Yeah, well, Aaron was looking out too. He said,
"Yeah, exactly. That's right.
We'll help you out that way." But hey, man, you guys are, amazing. You're both doing really good in your bassing careers, and everybody finds they're there, as we've said in bass fishing, and I'm glad you guys are finding you're there. And I hope to see that you're there on the Elite Series someday too, both of you guys. Again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Back again. For
sure.
Heck
That's the plan.
Hey, so I guess you don't know this, Bill, but you're giving something away tonight. So
yeah, I've been watching the show all night.
Well, so I mean, like there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And then hey, Andy, maybe Tucker can give away the Hafaspot prize. Do we know what that is, by the way? Or am I just making stuff up?
What's
I
that?
think I just make stuff up sometimes.
I got you. Yeah. Here's what we're gonna do, Pat.
Okay, you tell me, Bill. What are we giving away?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
Tell me.
Let me get this. We're going to give away one of our most popular products.
What?
It's a 1200 amp hour lithium battery with Bluetooth capabilities. Retails for about $900. And I'm going to let Tucker pick the guy who's going to win this bad boy.
Wow. So you're giving away a whole gosh dang lithium battery, dude?
Yeah, dude. We're going to share the love, and we want to get our product out there and maybe somebody gets it and they need one. They've been wanting lithium. You never know. So
I thought you were giving away a koozie, a hat, and a keychain, and a shirt, and you gave away a whole gosh dang battery, Bill.
Hey, we'll throw a hat and a shirt in there too.
No koozie or keychain. What about a koozie or a keychain? Hey, can you make a Tucker Smith bobblehead lithium impulse bobblehead? Yeah. Can you do that for the dash? Everybody gets a Tucker bobblehead with every purchase of an Impulse lithium battery. How's that?
That would be good.
I like
need
it.
to look into that.
Sell a ton of them. Ton of them. Hey, before we get to this amazing prize, what's the best way to buy an Impulse lithium battery? Where do you go? Where do you get them? How do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, best place to go is the website. It's impulselithium.com. Just click on the shop button. It'll take you to all the products we offer. You can look around on the website at the pros that we sponsor. Also, one thing we have, Pat, I didn't mention is we have tournament rewards. So anybody who's running our batteries can win $500 in event. All the details are on the website. It's real simple. It's free to get in that program. We're trying to cater to the tournament guys and the fishermen with a wide variety of products and just support the industry out there. So www.impulselithium.com.
The old www.
There you go.
Impulselithium.com. Giving away a whole gosh darn Impulse lithium battery on a Wednesday night on the Straight Cast Show. I don't know, man. That sounds pretty cool to me. And Tucker's going to announce the winner. Tucker, do you do impersonations?
No, I don't.
Do you sing?
No.
Can you dance? Can you juggle?
How am I supposed to pick the winner?
I didn't Andy text it to you guys? Andy texted to you, college guy. Come on. Oh, he's looking real quick. He did something.
Oh, look at that. What is that?
See, he knows. He did something, Bill. He's doing college guy stuff.
I see what he's doing.
He's doing technology stuff, looking for the winner,
Yeah.
and then he came back.
Yeah. He did that because he knows when I went out there and fished against him, I didn't catch anything but pipsqueak. So he's going to put that.
Well, you let him win. When you called me afterwards and you're like, yeah, I felt sorry for the kid. I'll let him.
Yeah. I had to lay off.
Yeah, let him do all right. Let him do all right. Hey, Tucker, you want to give away you want to change somebody's life right now with lithium?
Let's do it.
Heck yeah. Light up their light with lithium. Here. Tucker Smith with the winner of the Impulse Lithium Battery.
The winner is Chad Henson.
Chad Henson. Heck yeah.
There you go.
Heck yeah. Bill Weidler hooked you up. He sure did. A whole Impulse Lithium battery. All Chad Henson has to do is direct message Straycast, Facebook or Insta, whatever, and then we'll get the information to Bill, and Bill's going to get you out this battery. That's a very generous prize. Everybody just had to like and share the post, and they had the opportunity to win all kinds of stuff tonight. I feel bad for the podcast people tomorrow, kind of.
Yeah.
Because they don't get to win nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an idea. This is a great idea, Bill. And Tuck, tell me what you think. I'm an idea man. You may have heard I feed the mayonnaise to the tuna fish and at the same time making sandwiches for the whole community, right? So here's what we'll do. So the podcast people can get in on this. We'll give them the Hafaspot prize, right? That's more than fair because I'm a dummy and I forgot to give it away on the show. So
there you go.
So that's what we'll do. But anyway, let's all go fishing. What do you think?
Yes.
Let's do it. I'm a good time. I promise you. Tucker,
I'll tell you, Pat's a good time.
Yeah. Tucker been in the boat with me. He said Tucker, what'd you say after you fishing with me for a day? What'd you say?
I mean, it was probably the most fun day of fishing I've ever had. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
I don't know what happened that day, but it was pretty good. And I got excited about Coosa River spots, and there was like all kinds of organic fruits hanging from trees that Tucker was pointing out. He's like, that's a rare southern tree. I'm like, oh, look at that one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and rapids everywhere.
Yeah, rapids. I'm like, what the heck's going on there? I mean,
cool.
it was freaking amazing day. And I still want to catch a big Coosa River spot. And in the process, we're putting these Impulse Lithiums to the test. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, we're going to pull like 3 bass boats in rapids with Impulse Lithiums. That's what we're doing. Yes, that's the test of the best. Hey, Bass Galaxy, give it up for Bill Weidler and Tucker Smith. Team Impulse Lithium. Amazing, guys. Thanks. You going to come back on soon? We'll hang out soon again?
We will. Thank you, Pat.
Yeah, let's do it. Always a pleasure. And Bill, thank you so much for bringing us aboard the team. And we look forward to hearing more about your contribution to the entire Bass Galaxy as time progresses and people hear more about Impulse Lithium. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and thanks and hi to your whole family. Okay,
we'll do it.
Yeah,
we'll
and
do
yours
it.
too, Tuck. Hi to the whole fam. There it is.
I will.
And
good
make sure
good to talk to you, Bill.
Yeah,
you too, buddy.
Hey, and make sure that my house is in good shape, Tuck, in the back.
Yeah.
When I'm not there. When I'm not there. Hey, that's a whole show right there. That was a record. 12 guests in a Straycast ambassador brand show, guys. Amazing. Thanks, Tuck. Thanks, Bill. Thanks to all the guests. Amazing prizes. Wow. From Sims all the way down to the get-go. Omnia giving away an STX reel and Sims a rain suit. Amazing. Amaze sauce. Cal-Sag. 30 pounds of jerky, Ginge? Ginge, what would you do with 30 pounds of jerky? Oh, my goodness gracious. Bass Galaxy. Hey, let's take next Wednesday off, Ginge. What do you say we do that, and then we come back swinging? Maybe we'll do a Bass Buzz next week, but then after that, we'll come back swinging in a couple weeks. And, Andy, I'm going to give you a classic Straycast ending right now. Are you ready? No, not milking walleye. But there's just one more thing that I want to tell you before we go. One more thing. Listen, don't go anywhere. Just one more thing. Just going to tell you one more thing before I go. One more thing. Don't go anywhere.